first thing that we see as we enter Napple is a kind of skybound camera that comes in through the hazy skyline, down under the clouds, and makes its way down to a small boathouse. Outside of it stands Tariq. And Tariq, you have the key to this house. You're pretty sure this is the right address. Is it like moving day, or are you checking this place out before you move?
I feel like it's moving day.
Sure.
But most of what everything Tariq owns can very comfortably fit in like one of those it's probably a second-hand like army rucksack, one of those big like 100 gallons.
Yep.
From the African Wars.
Yep. And you're standing in front of this door. What is Tariq's kind of demeanor as he's about to check this place out for the first time?
Well, leaning in and listening first. Tariq is going through this like a paranoid man would at a strange place in a strange part of town.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Listening to get the vibe of the ambient sound before leaning in, listening at the door before even trying to turn the knob.
The ambient sound of the neighborhood, remind me, what neighborhood does Vera live in again?
Did we decide Centrum?
Centrum in the business district? Because there's definitely places to live there, especially on Centrum Bay.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so, the ambient environment around this place you're hearing traffic in the background, constant honking, that sort of thing. Nothing like the nice soundproofing that was at the apartment that you were previously at. You put the key in, and you open the door. And what is the inside of this boathouse look like, Vera?
Do you remember the boathouse out of Friday the 13th, the first one?
Yeah. Very well.
It looks like that, but converted to a space to live in.
Okay.
And no boat.
Yeah.
Don't have a boat yet.
Yeah. So you've got probably, is it a bed or a hammock situation for you, Vera?
There's probably a loft with a bed, but then there's a hammock down on the ground level.
Okay. And as you walk in, one other question for Vera. Do you keep a neat house, a neutral house, or a messy house?
It's neutral. There's probably... the floor is probably free of clutter, but the tables and workbenches are definitely piled high with all sorts of junk and or gadgets.
Excellent. And Tariq, this is now a space that has been offered to you. How does Tariq receive it? No one's home at the moment.
Probably quietly, and there is a bit of, cat-like curiosity in those eyes. As Tariq steps in and gently sets the big old rucksack down by the door, closes it, makes sure that it's locked, triple checks that it's locked.
Mm-hmm.
Before carefully patting his way through it. In a lot of ways, it is like watching a pet wandering around a new space for the first time. He's trying to step where everything is the most clear, looking around, standing up straight, alert, attentive.
You've probably been told that the loft above is yours if you want it. It hasn't been cleaned in a long time, and it's still got the personal effects of the previous occupant.
What sort of things are those like?
That's a question for Mira.
I was about to say I can step in there. As you kind of peer up into the loft, you see a dusty bed with a nice sheet across it. Probably a pretty thick wool blanket as well, because it gets awful cold in Napple, especially in the wintertime. All that moisture and all. And then probably a window that overlooks straight into a wall of another building, right? Like one of those, like you've got like 2 or 3 feet of clearance between. And like there's a little micro alley between the way. The personal effects you find are, well, you find probably a set of, women's clothes in a footlocker, kind of conservative dress. And you also see a picture of some person that you don't recognize. Old photo, actual photo paper.
How common or uncommon is photo paper?
Pretty uncommon nowadays. Most everything is digital, though there are the occasional prints, but those are done on heavily pulped and recycled paper. Yeah.
Is it? But it's not like unheard of.
No, it's not unheard of. Like you'll still find stuff like photos, especially like artistic photos, can still go for a lot of money in like a pawn shop, you know. But they're like they're more relics. They're kind of antiquity at this time.
The gremlin urge to take your girlfriend's photo and pawn it.
Wouldn't be that, but okay.
No, the Tariq would look at it and probably be almost stunned that something like this has just been sitting here this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Go and rummage through his stuff and find like just an old like school folder that probably has some like science department from the megacity in Australia.
Titania.
Yeah, some Titania science division folder. Put it in the folder and leave it very clearly in a place where Vera will find it amongst Vera's stuff.
Okay. Excellent. And as you're doing that, your phone begins to ring. Do you set custom ringers, or is it all the same ringer?
There's probably custom ringers.
Okay, you get a ring from Clocks. You can tell from the ringer.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if this is a former boathouse, does it still have the what would you call it, the moon pool area?
Yeah, it's designed to house a boat and shelter it.
So there's still like the gap into the water. Probably sits down by that, lets his tail droop into the water as he answers, like, I don't remember giving you my number. Only half joking.
Clocks goes, that's an unimportant detail. How you doing, big guy?
Just got in.
He goes, well, that's probably for the better. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you should probably hear about this. And he goes, your person stopped by. She came by Tartarus looking for you, was freaking out, said all of your stuff was gone, and I told her I had no idea. And then I got slapped, so you owe me 5 gelt for that.
Shit.
No, he deserved it for probably something we didn't know about.
Yeah. He goes,
but does not say that, though deep in his mind, probably thinking that.
Yeah, oh yeah. He probably goes, I figured I would let you know. I'm not going to tell you how to handle your business. That's all up to you.
Yeah, Thanks, Clocks.
He goes, no problem. He goes, no problem. And, by the way, Menkveld says she's got something big in the pipeline for us. Somebody asked for us.
That can't be good.
He goes, hey, if the money tree is shaking. And he kind of goes, anyway, I'll let you settle in. Talk at you later.
Yeah,
and
talk to you too.
Yeah, he clicks the phone off. leaving you kind of sitting in the boathouse. And we get maybe one final look at Tariq. And what is Tariq's
Who
kind of? Yeah.
stares at his phone, knowing he probably should call Sam and hash all of this out and talk about it. But all he does is kind of curl up on the floor, even pulling his tail out of the water with a little slosh, and just kind of lays there, not doing anything, almost
And we
paralyzed by the thought of it.
And we get the camera kind of giving us that claustrophobic, straight down view, right? As it pulls back from this small boat shack. It moves to another part of the city. Now, this is where I have a question for Rodian. You are moving up in the world with your housing, correct?
Yes.
So there's a couple neighborhoods that would be ideal for the kind of housing you're looking for. And I'm going to give you a choice. So there is Canal Belt North, which is is low key under the protection of the Scarlatti family, a Italian American style mob. And then also there's Plantage, which is more corpo, decidedly more corpo. But hey, more cops around might mean more safer. Who knows, right? Which of these two places do you think you would end up moving to?
Probably Canal Belt North.
Yeah. Okay. So as we go from one moving day, we move to another. All of your stuff is getting moved via truck, or not truck, but probably barge. Gotta keep remembering the waterways. But yeah, your stuff is probably being moved by barge, and you and Yelena are on this barge, and she says, Rodenka, it is good that we are going to somewhere more safe.
Yeah, especially with what happened at the last place. I feel much safer here in the Canal Belt.
And she kind of nods and says, yes, and we are not too far away from waterfront, so I can go to my bridge game still, she says with like a kind of self-asserted smile.
Nice.
Yeah, and as you guys are getting your stuff moved, the barge guy is kind of taking a bit of a long time, but he ends up making it to the building and starts moving your stuff. And how much of your stuff are you moving versus letting the barge guy move? Because I know you've got like music equipment.
I think Rodian would be pretty particular about his music stuff, his instruments and stuff, so he'd probably move that himself. But he'd also help the guy move everything else. He wouldn't just sit
Sure.
around doing nothing after that.
Sure. And Yelena goes up and checks out the apartment. And this is a nice apartment. You're moving up in the world. You are probably on like the 10th story at this point. So not sky high, but literally moving up. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, as you look out over the district, you notice that the district seems to have a strong grasp on tourism, as there's plenty of people walking through, and most of them don't look like they're Napple regulars. And you find that the neighborhood is nice and quiet. But yeah, you guys finally get settled in, and you are you're in your apartment, probably getting things moved around, like at the smaller level, like putting trinkets on shelves or that sort of thing. And you hear a knock at your door.
Slightly suspicious, but I will go towards the door. And does it have a little peephole I can take a peep out of?
Yeah.
I will take a look-see through the peephole.
You look through.
What do you think a peephole is for? People? God.
Yeah. You look out the peephole, and you see that there is a young man who is standing there. You don't recognize him at all. But he's wearing like pretty nice clothes, like a button-up shirt, slacks. and he seems to have something in his hands.
I will open the door a little bit and kind of reach or look around the door and be like, hello, can I help you?
Says, "Oh, hey, sorry to bother you. I just heard you're new in the building, and well, I heard that you come with a bit of a reputation."
Yes, I guess I would say I have a little bit of a reputation.
He kind of sees that you're still kind of a little on the back foot, and he goes, "Sorry, Joe. Nice to meet you." And he kind of moves his hand up to where you can see what he's got in his hand, and he's got a nice bottle of liquor.
I will reach out to shake his hand and be like, oh, Joe, nice to meet you. I'm, as you know, Rodian.
Yeah, and he'll kind of hand you the bottle of liquor after shaking your hand and say, "There's an understanding in this neighborhood. We like to keep things small, quiet." And he says, "I respect a man of your profession. I just want to make sure that message got brought down to you."
Yeah, I understand. No loud parties after 10.
He kind of grins and he goes, "Hey, that's what I'm talking about." And he kind of says, "My employer and I would like to welcome you to the neighborhood. We hope to take lots of your rent money," he says with like a kind of cheesed grin on his face.
Well, it definitely beats the last place I lived in, so this is definitely a step up.
Is this the Scarlattis, or is this like just
That's a good question.
like
You know,
we
this is
really toned down our approach since Gruciano left, if that's the case.
Oh yeah, there are more subtleties to these guys now than they used to have.
Who took over,
uh,
if I can ask?
yeah, no, it was, you actually would probably know about this, because this was probably reported in the news. That, essentially, like, you know, from an expose piece, that, the current head of the Scarlattis is Andrew Scarlatti. He's the nephew of Valencia.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, he kind of,
Keep it in the family.
yeah. But this Joe, he kind of looks at you and he goes, hey, if you, are ever looking for work, my room's 207. Give me a holler sometime. Or just for drinking. And he kind of shoots you a finger gun.
I will do the same from the hip, go, you know, like, okay, I will take you up on your offer sometime.
Yeah, and he kind of walks away, and Yelena goes, "Who was that?"
Oh, someone welcoming us to the neighborhood around here.
He goes,
By
"Oh,
the name of Joe.
how nice.
Joe Mama.
I was not welcome to my last neighborhood," she says with a grin.
She missed the perfect opportunity. Damn it. Old ladies need to do more Yo Mom jokes.
They really do. They really do. But yeah, and probably at that, we kind of leave the camera hovering over Rodion, who is looking at this surprisingly nice bottle of whiskey that has just been handed to him, made with real mash.
Yes.
But yeah, and then we'll kind of pull the camera back, and we'll put our camera firmly kind of in the center between those 2 points, in centrum. This is where the camera goes down street level. It comes in through the front door, and it shows Vera. Vera, you are in the lobby of quite a nice mega building. This one is a business district one, so there's nobody who lives here unless there's like an attached bedroom to an office or something like that. It's not a real habitable place, though, right? And you are standing outside of the front door of the man you've made an appointment with, Dr. Richard Galt. What is the kind of look on Vera's face as she approaches this door?
She's been kind of inscrutable since entering this building. It's very nice, but it's still not adding up why someone in a mega building like this would have sent that letter.
Yeah. And maybe as you're kind of pondering that, the door opens and you see somebody who looks equally out of place in this building. A definite punker. Definitely seems like the type who runs. You know, real recognize real, game recognize game. A head nod can mean everything. This guy immediately gives you the idea that he is a pretty hardened individual. He looks tough. He kind of exits the building, sees you in front of the door, and goes, "Excuse."
She doesn't say anything, just lets him pass, and maybe eyes track him for a second longer than usual.
Yeah, he just, kind of self-assuredly walks out of the building, leaving the door open and showing you a screen with an ident on it in the next room. An ident being a concept that you haven't really run into yet. You did very briefly in the last mission, but didn't have time to explore the option of what that meant. An ident is like a virtual personality, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. But they appear to have like a very classic kind of secretary look about them, a very androgynous look.
Is this a physical character or is this more of a hollow? Like
it's on a screen.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
kind of similar to a VI then?
Yeah.
From Mass Effect?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be a good way to put it. But yeah, you apparently its sensors picks you up and it goes, welcome. We have some we have some starting paperwork for you to fill out.
No, I'm not here. I was just here for a meeting.
Probably, as you step into the room, the door closes behind you. It doesn't lock or anything sinister. It just seems automatic. And you hear, Dr. Richard Galt would like to have your baseline paperwork, please.
I looked him up a little bit, didn't I?
Yeah, and he's
So
a say what?
Is he a therapist or a psychiatrist?
He is a psychologist.
Ah, the other one. I'm going to be honest. I don't even remember what the difference between any of those three are.
A therapist is licensed, but not necessarily through an academic venture, not through a college necessarily. A psychiatrist is a prescribing doctor, and a psychologist is an analytical doctor, essentially.
Okay, so I know he's a psychologist.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm not here to start an appointment. Not any of that kind of appointment. I just had some questions for him.
And you see the screen light up. Like there's like an iPad kind of tablet on the welcome desk that has the paperwork that like lights up, and it says, "1 moment, I'll message the doctor." And there's like a pause. The door clicks and swings open, and you hear from inside, "Come in."
There's a background where this wouldn't have mattered, but I didn't choose that background, so just that one of any documents or files about you just self-corrupt in like 24 hours.
Yeah, it's a good one. But door is open for you.
Step through.
You step in to a quite nice office. Big real wood table in the center of the room with a computer on it. An old school kind of computer too. It doesn't look like a modern day data term. It looks like something from like the internet era. He's got several wooden busts of people who you did not go to school long enough to recognize.
Hold on. They still do schools here?
Yeah, there's education programs. It's mostly through corporations, and it's mostly training, but some corporations will give you a rounded education.
Oh, so you're talking like I was thinking like public education. So
Oh,
okay.
no,
Yeah,
no.
that's what I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
thinking. Like, they do that here still.
yeah.
Why? Those are
They're
public services. Why would we
the
do that?
closest that they have is a work rehabilitation program, slash like a work training program, and
We'll
that's
send
for
you
like
to
the shit
school
jobs
after
of
you go to
Demos.
prison.
Yeah, yeah. But no, yeah, and the man sitting behind the desk is pretty old. He looks like he's in his 70s or maybe even 80s, though he's got a short crop of white curly hair that bunches up on the top of his head. And he's dressed smartly, but not in an intimidating way. Like he's got like a soft pink shirt and probably some boat shoes on, and he as soon as you enter, he kind of stands up. You see a little bit of the old man effort in standing up, but he kind of reaches over, his back kind of hunched, to shake your hand.
She's probably confused. So yeah, she'll step in and shake his hand, but she's looking around like, what is this?
Yeah, and he'll say, Dr. Richard Galt, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just I was told. Okay, I got a letter, and I was told it was from you, but I'm looking around, and you don't exactly look like the kind of person who would. I'm sorry. Let's start from the beginning. You sent me a letter.
Says, in a manner of speaking, I was more of a go-between than anything.
So you didn't send it?
Says, well, and he'll kind of think it over for a second. He'll say, I suppose I did send it, but I'm not the author.
Okay. So what's it all about then? Because so far I've had to look for a scav, and Scav didn't want to tell me he was Scav. She's probably taken a seat at this point.
Yeah.
She's not even looking at him. She's just kind of staring off into the distance, thinking things over.
Yeah.
Scav didn't want anybody to know he was Scav, but then he told me he was Scav, and he has no clue why whoever sent the letter through you to me would be saying anything.
He quietly listens and kind of
Um,
nods his head as you speak.
And I noticed the clientele you've got. You do shrink stuff on runners.
He kind of smiles and chuckles, and he says, I prefer to say that I'm an advisor to those who are in certain professions.
Right.
He says,
But
what?
mostly runners. Okay.
He kind of shrugs and says, who else would need help? I mean, just about everyone in this city, but why limit one's clientele?
Well, this is an awful nice building for accepting everybody.
Kind of smiles and he says, consider what I do lucrative, but only for those who are crass. And he kind of says, I operate mostly pro bono.
Right. Like none of this is adding up, and
Mm-hmm.
like she's probably never talked to somebody that's like this.
Yeah.
Most people cut to the chase, or
Yeah.
like if there's subtext, it's very obvious about something. This is very like, yes, just keep talking. I'm gonna write my notes here, and
Well, he doesn't seem to be writing anything down. That seems to be one thing that he is specifically not doing.
No. I mean, he's got the
Yeah.
shrink voice on.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so back to what you sent this note. Who and why?
Says, I have an old friend who wanted to get in contact with somebody, and I facilitated that. Can't honestly tell you why they did it.
So I'm assuming you didn't look at the letter then?
Well, I wrote it.
Okay, so then you know. Why couldn't this person just talk to Scav themselves? Because obviously the message was not for me, it was for Scav.
Says, well, the two of them weren't exactly on good terms.
Okay, neither am I in Sue's, but maybe you should grow the fuck up and just do the things you don't like.
Kind of
Why
said,
drag me into it?
he says, to be perfectly honest with you, I couldn't tell you the first thing. What I could tell you, however, is that note, with whatever it said, he says with a little glimmer in his eye, was probably important enough if someone like me was sent to send it to you.
Well, yeah, and now I'm tracing things back. Are you telling me that you're just gonna cut the road like fucking cold here? Because I'll be honest. This letter is the only reason I've been running around half the fucking city right now. If this is where it stops, then okay, thank you for your time. I guess I should just leave then.
And he kind of pauses and holds up a finger and says, let me ask you something. If this note were involved with, say, a job, would you be the kind of person to be interested in such an offer?
I don't see how this. I don't see how this letter would be, but if it were, I mean, shit, person's got to eat, I guess, right?
He kind of nods and says, that is true. And he says,
So I'm taking this to mean that you know fuck all about my past then? Air quotes. Past.
he says, before I was told who you were, I didn't know a single thing about you. And I was only told who you were about a month ago. I wasn't even given many details, but your presence is quite enlightening.
And you're just gonna sit there and keep it to yourself, huh?
He kind of smiles and says, well, it's pretty apparent that you found your way here, so you're a go-getter, you're clever, and, on top of all of that, you seem persistent to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't tell me what the hell's going on, then I'm probably gonna leave and figure out a way to hack into that computer terminal. Whatever the hell's in front of you, see if it's got anything useful on it, and go from there.
He kind of gives you like a warm smile and he says, well, how about this? I wasn't exactly sure what to happen when this happened. I somewhat expected it. Maybe I speak to this writer, see where they want me to go with this.
Okay, so who is the someone then? You said you couldn't answer them in the letter, but there's someone who can. Who is the someone who can? So I can find them and talk to them.
He says, well, first thing about being a psychologist is understanding your client's privacy.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
He
He's
says,
just exasperated at this point.
he says, I can't do anything ethically unless I'm given the okay by this person. And I honestly
Who gives a
don't
shit
think
about ethics.
He says, well, to be someone like me, you have to give a shit about ethics. Says, I respect you enough to not let you make the mistake of breaking that ethical boundary yet.
You know, the longer I'm in here, the more I understand why people don't do this shit.
He kind of smiles and goes, I know. Scammer's racket.
Oh, so you admit it. Okay.
He kind
The
of
ethical
grins.
scammer.
Yeah, he kind of grins and he goes, how about this? We trade deets. I talk to my contact. Afterwards, I give you a call.
Fine. Fine. Can you at least tell me why the fuck this person... Why Scav? Is he important somehow?
And as he's kind of writing down his phone number on a business card that he slides towards you, he says, Vera, I think everyone's important.
Jesus fucking Christ, this guy.
And he kind of hands you the
Based.
business card. And he says, and if you ever want to talk about anything, and he kind of taps on the business card and he says, I'm available.
Hold on. Go to hell, buddy. She'll take the card, give him her deeds, and just walks out. Respectfully. Yeah. She'll turn around as she's like, respectfully, of course.
Yeah, and he'll just, with a big smile on his face, nod and let you exit. And then the camera pulls back up. We get a placard. 1 week later. You all are outside of Oma Menkfeld's office. You're hearing Menkfeld talk to somebody inside, but you're not sure who. And all of you are kind of set up at this point. What is the kind of demeanor as you all meet up at Tartarus outside of Menkfeld's in the basement?
Tariq is quiet, but doesn't seem to be any particular way, shape, or form.
Rodian would be kind of, not giddy, but pretty happy. He's, moving up in the world. He got a sick-ass bottle of whiskey, so he's feeling pretty good.
Excellent. And how about Vera?
It's been a week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tariq, ever since she came back that day you moved in, like, she's kind of been a bit of a different person, more irritable.
We need to hydrate, by the way.
Oh, do we need
Get your water.
All right.
What if I just died?
What if I don't want?
You don't get a choice. You put that in there, you have to suffer it. Drink your water.
I didn't put it in there. I did not agree to this social contract.
Thank you. Wasn't paying attention to chat. I've got.
By being here, you agree to all the social contracts that come with the chat.
But yeah, continue.
Fine. No. Probably quieter, a little bit more irritable than usual, gone quite a bit. You imagine diving isn't easy, but it seems like she's been spending an awful lot of time diving, probably more than is good for her, and that kind of shows off today. She's tired, she's exhausted, and she's pretty grumpy.
I feel like you also find with Tariq that Tariq tends to very much keep to himself if Tariq is not out working or doing something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, And as you guys are kind of sitting outside, maybe Clocks is there too, and he's kind of, like, well, certainly is fucking dead in here. He says, kind of playing a game on his cyber deck.
I thought Oma had to see us. I thought we had something to discuss. Is
Goes,
she too busy for us now?
oh, I'm sure Grandma's doing just fine. She must just have an appointment running long. And the door opens. You hear the door unlock, and the bodyguard kind of opens the door. And inside the room, you see Oma Menkfeld and Chance.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah. How is welcome back,
I killed
Sats
him.
McNasty? How is Chance looking?
He's sitting there with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, just in his normal clothing. The room smelled normal, not stinky, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I'm also very loud on stream.
Oh shit.
Well,
I'm sure
maybe.
you are.
I might just need to be adjusted slightly.
Yeah, I'm adjusting. I'm trying. Gotta find the right
This
tab
is a
first.
test of the audio system. Da 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 da.
Boop.
Ring, 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 ring,
Why are you
ring.
cranked up to 200%? Did you get a new mic or something?
No, same mic I had before.
A June.
I have
Jesus.
stream on like 1%, and I was hearing my voice extremely loud. I was like, "Hello."
Jesus. Okay.
All right. But yeah, you see Menkfeld and Chance, and does anyone have any reactions before Menkfeld tells you to come in?
Oh,
It's
so now you
Chance.
decide to show up.
Huh. I thought that
Not
you
my
were
fault.
doing something.
I was locked in my apartment for multiple days. No one came to find me. Finally got out, and then I had to go help a friend. But now I'm here.
Do any of us even know where you live?
Clocks is like, I'll never tell. And he sits down. He'll actually go and sit right next to you, Chance.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a little pat on the back. I missed you all, though. Y'all been up to some fun I've been seeing.
Yeah.
You can call it fun.
Okay, well, at least we've got 4 now. You gonna bail on us again anytime soon? Just give us a ring. How's that sound?
Why would I give you a ring? We're not getting married.
Oh,
Menkfeld
Jesus
goes,
Christ, I forgot.
oh, right. Enough grab ass. And she kind of grins at you guys and kind of motions for everyone to sit down. And she goes, thankfully, your team seems to be back in order mostly. And she kind of looks. She looks pretty pleased at this. She goes. I think you all work together nicely.
You said you got a
I
job
think
for
so,
us?
too.
Goes, who shit in your ration today? She says.
What? I wasn't being rude. I was just getting to the point.
Sure. Business. And she kind of has a grin on her face and goes, looks like you all are hitting major leagues today. And goes, have you ever heard of Club Fuck?
It's yeah. Yeah, I've heard of that place.
She
Nope.
goes, no.
Nope, ain't heard of it.
Yeah,
I know the place.
yeah, and she'll go, right. Well, if you know about the place, you've probably heard of the Belladontrix.
Sure. Okay.
The mistress of pleasure.
Goes, and pain. She asked me for a team, and not just any team. She asked for you.
Us. Why us?
Am I the only one that's concerned that she was asking for us by name, looking to everyone else?
What? We've done good work in the past 3 weeks.
Apart from me almost dying, but yes, we've been doing good work.
And everything we touch blowing up.
Hey, there's
Kinda goes-
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Do you not think that I almost died? That's kind of bad.
I was talking about the blowing things up.
Oh, yeah, that I agree with.
Oh, God.
Goes, you'll have to get the deets from her. She didn't tell me squat, but the price tag for me.
Oh? So I'm assuming it's good enough for you. Then hopefully it's good enough for us?
She says, to trust this. If you work for a group like the Vices, or even someone affiliated with them, you get some nice pocket change.
Huh.
What counts as nice pocket change? Do we have like a estimate for what we'd be getting?
She goes, dunno, but figure it would be in at least the lower mid to mid double digits.
Like $20 or 20? What's it we use?
Gelt.
20 gelt?
Like 20 gelt?
Oh, jeez.
Add a 1,000.
Oh,
You know, this is your last
Each?
chance.
look, that'd be like 5 digits, but I'm just saying.
She
No,
rolls
no.
her eyes. Clocks goes, nothing gets past chance.
Each?
Kinda goes, I'm just talking pretty good. Just go ask her yourself. The meeting's for free and you're not signing up for something unless you want to. This is a good opportunity.
Oh, so it's that bad, huh?
She kind of rolls her eyes and goes, You want me to tell you a number I don't know? And she just like
The-
looks exasperated.
No,
the
I just
idea,
want,
the
I just want you
idea,
to be frustrated.
the idea of the money, like if it's that much, which it might not be,
Mm-hmm.
but already Tariq has kind of convinced himself it could be,
Mm-hmm.
and that big ol' alligator tail is thumping against the couch.
And she says,
All right, we'll go say hi.
she kind of nods and goes, Good, and don't make me look bad, she says.
Well, then I'm gonna have to leave him with you, she says, pointing a thumb at Chance.
Clocks goes, "No, we just got him back."
You
I'm
can't get rid of me that easily. Unless
I'm
there's a gun.
just kidding.
Yeah, and she says, "Good luck and be safe. Whatever business it is probably some kind of risky."
Jesus.
And yeah.
Jesus. All right. Yeah. Well, guess we can head.
Head to Club Fuck.
No, to bingo. Yes.
You never know, they might have a kink bingo night.
Oh God! Don't say
Kinko.
that.
Bingo.
They call it.
Rolling my brain cell.
No, mine.
Jesus.
But yeah, we follow the party, moving from Tartarus up north to Club Fuck. And as we go up north, the closer you get to Central Station, the more working class the neighborhood becomes. You see more open and outright people walking with weapons as well. Street corners are all full. The window displays are all full, and you're seeing the vices now more than ever. You make your way Club Fuck, and Club Fuck is a big black box that has white etched stenciled FUCK above the top of it. At the front, there is a bodyguard, or not a bodyguard, a bouncer standing there. A huge woman clad in leather, who, like a leather jacket and that sort of thing. Who, as you approach, kind of holds up and immediately goes, "IDs?"
I did.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
We were. Oma Megfeld sent us to talk with Belladontrix.
Kind of pauses for a moment and looks and goes, "Oh, thank God. About time." And probably goes, "Follow me." And
About time. What the fuck are we getting into?
yeah, and as you enter Club Fuck, you see an interesting combination of things. One, this club is a serious S&M club. S&M club. I am not going to describe on stream the things you are seeing. Just imagine it. You can do that just fine. Uh, on top of that, most of the security and staff are all in leathers or latex, right? Moving around swiftly amongst undulating crowds of bodies, right? This kind of like very German house techno, like this do 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 like sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
Sampled in the
going on.
background is a very quiet.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, and you guys are led in. But the other interesting thing you see, let's get a notice wisdom from everybody.
Wait. I'm telling you, you could duck button a really sick beat.
I
me
bet
being
you
like,
could.
oh, wait, how do I add my wisdom? And then realizing I'm 0 across the board.
I don't see shit. It's too loud in here, and I'm fumbling over my
Or remember, it's 2d6.
my
So,
earpieces.
oh wait, that's a 5. Never mind.
Yeah. So, Chance, maybe even you don't notice this. You're just kind of like caught up in it, right?
How does that
in the crowd?
fit?
Yeah, exactly, right? But Vera, you notice very keenly that amidst the sea of black and shiny black, there is a spattering of candy coating. Several people who look more like they're generally affiliated with the Vices as opposed to affiliated with Club Fuck, right? And they look like they're on security detail. They don't look like they're on like they're there just to have a good time. They don't fit in with the crowd, and they seem like not uncomfortable, but they're certainly here for biz.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Club Fuck a no biz zone?
Well, there's business, all right.
Yeah, I'm not talking that kind of biz. But I mean, look at the crowd. You got. It looks like is security in the crowd. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, and maybe hearing this, the bouncer kind of looks back and goes, "That's what you're here about," and kind of continues to lead you. And as you're being led, you see a an individual who sticks out like a sore thumb, because they are like, like the plastic coating on the Donkey Kong N64, like that green sheer coating, right?
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, his skin is replaced with that sort of material, showing the muscles and bone and sinew
So
underneath.
he looks like he's made of like shagreen.
Yes. And he kind of and he's got like this green faceplate that's forever parked in just this kind of playful smile. He says, as you start to walk by, he like looks over at the bouncer and goes, "Got some fresh ones, Maxie?" And she looks back and goes, "None of your business." And keeps walking past as he kind of stares at you as you guys walk into the back hallways of Club Fuck.
Huh.
As you guys enter the back hallways, you see all the private rooms. The music gets quieter. You see barbacks running around with kegs and ice and that sort of thing. You see a bartender sitting there smoking a cigarette, taking his break. Maxie goes, "No smoking inside." And he goes, "Whatever," and steps the cigarette out. Goes, "And you're picking that up too." And goes, "Fuck." But you guys are led to a great big door. This is a very tall door, probably about like 8 feet tall by like 4 feet wide. It's got like a leather coating on it that has like push pins and baby fasteners and like stuff like that kind of pushed into it, sticking out, giving it a kind of sharp exterior. The bouncer, who you know is named Maxie now, opens the door, and inside you see a woman, tall woman, lanky but tall, kind of sitting there. She has sharp angled features and a tight bob. She's wearing this kind of leather kind of corset that brings her her midsection in super tight, like unhumanly tight. She's smoking a cigarette on a cigarette holder. And as you guys enter, you also look around the office and see it is filled with S&M memorabilia and gear all across the walls. Just as many of those as there are computer screens that hover around the room that cover the entire bar. She says, "Ah, my runners. Please, Maxie, close the door behind you." And Maxie kind of steps in after you guys enter the room and closes the door. Says, "You all have quite the reputation, I'll have you know."
I'm assuming you're Belladontrix?
She kind of smiles and says, "In the flesh." She says, "You all have quite the reputation. A reputation of burning down the op on your way out." I can respect a group like that.
Tariq, who has looked viscerally uncomfortable ever since the group has gotten here, does shoot a look to Vera that, he was right.
Yeah. She says, "I'm here to offer you a job. I can give you vague details, but until you agree to it, I can't tell you the whole story." She says, "But the nuts and bolts of it are this. We have a leak."
Is that why you've got the extra guards posted? A leak?
She says, "Has something to do with it. But
And I'm assuming it's Well, it makes sense that you've brought in outside help then.
She kind of tightens her jaw just a little bit and says, brought in is a strong word.
Oh, you weren't asked, were you?
She kind of says, no. And believe me, when somebody gets fucked in this club, it's not going to be me.
A quick question out of character. Is there a familiar guy in a suit? A certain tight suit?
There is not. No.
Damn it.
This office is just you, Belladontra, and Maxie.
Okay.
But yeah, she says, you see, we here at Club Fuck believe in something called operational security. It keeps us happy, keeps our clients happy, and it keeps my boss happy.
Your boss? Don't you run this club?
She says, I am the majority, or she says, I'm the minority stakeholder here.
She lost her club. Okay. I bet you she lost it to the Zween, but go ahead.
Yeah. And she says, somebody, somewhere in this club has been taking the names of certain high-profile men who come into this club. And believe me, it is the men. They've been taking this information and using it to blackmail them. Quite successfully, I might add. I would like you to look into it. And when you find out who did it, and she takes the kind of stubby cigarette out of the end of the holder and squashes it quite violently in a actually quite smoothly, not violently, but smoothly into a ashtray. She says, I want them handled.
We talking quiet? We talking an example? Go ahead, sorry.
We just got done getting Panopticon off our asses for burning down the last few ops, glancing at Vera.
Well, then that means the pay's just gonna have to be worth it on this one.
She kind of nods and says, worth it is. I'll tell you the treasure hoard before I give you the rest of the deets. We're looking at 30,000 geld.
Let's see, that's our cut. Well, all right, Chance, go back home. No,
Go away, I want more money.
I think this is the actually. I feel comfortable actually the first time, negotiating on this one a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we do have some decent reasons why we would, because we're not going to be able to take a job for a little while after this, or if we do, it's going to be another shitty job for like
I mean, unless we make an example of them without it being tied back to us.
Not how heat works.
And I think she'll say, I can see you have some reservations with the nature of the job. I can assure you, any Airvoct problems that you might experience from dealing with this little problem of mine can easily be dealt with. And she says, if you think that half the force doesn't come to Club Fuck surreptitiously, you'd be sorely mistaken.
Oh, I think we can handle the heat that comes from it, but I'm thinking for something as short notice as this, I was thinking a little bit closer to, we'll say 45,000 geld.
Go ahead and make me a...
Money.
Talk?
Yeah, I would like a... Unless there's trade. It would be a trade roll. And go ahead and use charisma on that.
Money.
Should I declare a model cap for this? I feel like I should declare a model cap for this.
If you've got one.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Both
Hell yeah.
of them don't really mention I don't know.
Well, so. Oh, shit.
Woo!
Go ahead,
We're
make your
back.
second roll.
Okay.
You could always make it higher.
By 1.
Yeah, one higher. Jesus.
By 1
Damn.
lower.
She'll kind of look at you.
Damn.
A woman after my own heart. 40. And I deal with any blowback.
Ooh.
I think
Oh,
that's a
Tariq's
fair
tail is
offer.
swishing.
I was shooting for 40, and I think Mira knew that. Make it an
Yeah.
even 10 a person. So, yeah, I think we can deal with that. What's actually interesting, maybe Tariq would notice. Now that the promise of like actual big time money is on the table, a little bit of that distraction, a little bit of that anger has that you've noticed all week has kind of disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got a leak. And you have any leads?
She says, you'd be given... she says, does that mean that you're interested?
For 40,000, I think I'm interested, but I work by committee. So, what do you think? Looking
Also,
at
that
Tariq
wouldn't be an
tries
even
to,
10 each. That would be because you got clocks with you.
Yeah, that's 4
God
of us,
damn
right?
it.
That's 5.
That's 5.
Oh, is that 5? Can always say
Motherfucking
smaller.
clocks.
It's 8,000. 8,000 each still.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Tariq tries to keep his tail from swishing too excitedly and tries to play it off with a nonchalant, yeah.
She gives you a grin, Tariq, that just goes right through you and to your core. It's like she gives you the look that she knows that you're like an excited little boy right now. Like, you know what I mean?
And Tariq gets a look like he is not comfortable around powerful women.
Yeah. Yeah. Clocks goes, well, I'm fucking in.
All right,
Yeah.
that's 10. not saying that out loud. Just kind of in her head. That's 10. Oh, fuck. Chances here.
Looks over at Rodion and goes, what about you?
I am in.
She goes, good. The leads we have are thusly. You'll have access to our server room. That is where we keep our updated clients list. However, you will be having an escort with you to make sure that no sticky hands get involved in this business. This isn't where you get to shake the gelt tree. And
Looking
kind
at
of
clocks.
yeah, and Clocks just kind of shrugs. She goes, also, at your own personal disposal will be my second in command here, Spade. He's working the bar at the moment. Do be a dear and go get a hold of it, would you?
We got a deadline here.
She says, well, certainly won't look good if it takes a long, long time, but I'm not going to put the fire under your heels yet.
Understandable.
She says, and one more thing.
Mm.
There's a lecherous snake about my business. Goes by the name of Shield. Could be an asset, could be a hindrance, but he is a known quantity.
What would you want to happen to your known quantity?
Goes, oh, nothing dangerous, I would have, says, under Vice's protection directly. And why would I strike against my own left hand? Just sometimes the fingers do things when nobody's watching.
Keep an eye on them. Got
Ew.
it. That rod. I didn't like that.
That's sexy.
She says, whenever you find out who did it, like I said, make an example out of them. I'd like to know that people can't fuck with Club Fuck.
Make it newsworthy. All right.
Make it newsworthy, yeah.
All right. Well, we are nothing if not notable.
That's true. But yeah, she'll say, Maxie, go show them to Spades, would you? And Maxie kind of nods and says, if you need any help with anything, by the way, while you're at the bar, I'd like to offer my services as well. And she kind of nods at you guys.
Alrighty. Well, let's get a move on.
All right. So you guys exit Belladontrix's office, where the door is closed behind you, all the sharpness pointing out. And you are led back into the main club, standing behind what would confidently be called bar number 1, the fullest and most operational bar in the fullest and largest bar in the club. You're led to this area, and the first thing that you notice is that this bar, for being packed, is like immaculately maintained, right? Everything is spotless clean. Every cup, every bottle, everything is like zeroed to the centimeter, zeroed to the millimeter, right? And as you're kind of pondering this kind of excellent bartending, a gentleman comes from down the bar and kind of makes a hand motion towards Maxie, who kind of nods. And you see this guy come up. He's pretty immediately identifiable as Spades, as he has a big black spade over his right eye, tattooed. And he's got this kind of like undercut that's like slicked back to where it's like perfect, not a hair out of place. He's wearing a suit, but no suit jacket, no blazer. He's just got the vest, and he's wearing a 3-piece minus 1-piece. You know what I mean? Where he doesn't have the jacket on. Yeah. Where he doesn't have the jacket on, but he does have like the vest that has little spades on it, and then the undershirt that's kind of a dark red color. And he approaches and he says, you must be the group.
It's us.
Yes, good. We can speak here, mostly openly, he says, as he starts to pour some drinks. And he says, what's your poison?
I don't drink. I don't know if there's something in me that is deathly allergic to alcohol or not.
We'll have to figure that out one of these days. I'll take a dark and stormy.
Yeah, he makes it dark and stormy and kind of hands it to you.
Just offhandedly, yeah, we'll have to figure that out one of these days.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna roll with it.
Tariq gives you a look where he's concerned how you would do that.
She probably sees the look and she goes, "Come on, I'm fucking with you." We'd at least get you trauma team first.
I'm pretty sure we could just get me like a gene kit and see. They're going to be wondering where you got all those pets, but
yeah, they're probably gonna look at it and go, the AI we used to like sequence it like uninstalled itself from our computers when it saw the gene sequence. So good luck.
I am a failure.
It's like, that's a first.
But yeah, do the rest of you get drinks? I know Clocks probably just says, "Beer me, my good man."
Tariq will ask for like the equivalent of like a sody pop.
Yeah, he'll make you one.
Same for me.
Down
I think Chance will order like So, how fine are these glasses? Are they made out of glass? Or are they made out of metal? What are they made out
Oh,
of?
they're made out of glass. They're they
Jesus,
are.
I forgot you steal everything.
I don't steal everything.
You just steal most
I
things.
was going to say, he's going to pull out his shitty little cup and
says,
try to
"Offer you
hand it over and
trade,
say,
huh?"
"Can I?" No, not trade. That's the wrong character. It's like, can you fill this with beer as well?
Spades just kind of looks at you and goes, "Guess," and then like pours a beer in it.
She just
You will
look at
drink.
him and go, "No, what the fuck? Why?"
Yeah. Spades knows you guys are working, so he's not going to question the methods. But
Special
he
cup.
kind of looks at you and goes, "You hear about our mutual problem, yeah?"
Yeah. Anything you can tell us about it?
Says, "Yeah." And he kind of looks around sharply, and you notice his eyes go to the many vices that are in this bar. He says, "Follow me to the server room."
It's a start.
Yeah. And he starts walking back to the server room, and he lets you guys in. And this server room is quite plain. It's basically a concrete box with a big vent in the side. Well, not a big vent. Probably about like a foot by like 3 feet. You know, like a slot in the wall kind of vent. Um, and he says, "I assume your keyboard cowboy is trained to handle this." He says, "Yes, I am." And he goes, "No breaking through walls. I give you passwords when you need them." He says, "You got it." He plugs into the server and
I
starts
send him a
typing
text.
away.
Do not fuck
Wait,
around.
what? Yeah. um, he says,
Otherwise, you lose your cut.
yeah. He sends back a text, like his marquees flash for just a second. He sends back a text and goes, "What, you think I would?" With like an innocent emoji, little angel emoji.
All caps. Yes.
um, but yeah, Spades kind of looks at you guys and goes, "So, we don't know exactly when it happened, but we know that somebody has gotten a hold of what appears to be 205 different profiles of members of Club Fuck."
Damn. I'm not
Says,
sure if I
"Damn
should say
indeed."
that many, or if I should say why not more.
Says, "Well, it looks like the amount of times they were in here had to be very small. We do a patrol every 15 minutes. Somebody would have to know that the patrols come. Somebody would have to know the distance between the patrols."
What a. Alright.
Is this place camera bugged?
The server room is camera bugged. However, we only recently discovered that the camera in this room was destroyed, not by physical means, but by software.
When's the last time you picked anything up from the camera?
Says it's been on a
Weeks,
camera
months?
loop. Says it was on a camera loop for almost a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. So, patrols every 15 minutes. How many people do you have doing rotations at a time?
Says aside from Maxi, generally 2-3 people on.
Well, are we saying 2, 3 people come to check the server at a time, or like you have a rotation of 3 per shift? One person comes.
One person comes. We have a rotation per shift.
So what you're saying is, any one of your guards could have done it?
He kind of leans back and kind of says, "Normally I would say that." He says, "Normally I would say that is a possibility. We run a very tight ship with very loyal people. Especially the issue with our new guest. It happened about its same time that the camera loop actually came. You would not believe."
issues with the new guests?
Says, yes, the vices.
Yeah, so Belladontrix was a little close-lipped about that. Why are they here?
Well, Belladontrix doesn't want to get in trouble. I'm more willing to tell you what I think. I don't know why they are here. They one day showed up, and due to the treaties of our agreements that we have with the vices, they were able to enter and stay as long as they pleased, and there was no recourse. I have tried to have common conversation with these people, but of course, they have decided that that is not going to be how they engage with this situation.
How long have they been here?
Says, they've been here for about 2 weeks.
Oh, so they got here before you started losing. Okay.
Goes, yeah,
That can't be a coincidence, right?
No.
Like, what's the
No.
over under that they're just trying to screw over Club Fuck?
He kind
Have
of
they been-
nods, taps his forehead at you.
How long have they been bad for business?
No, they haven't been bad for business particularly, but their presence is not what I would call stabilizing on the staff here.
Hmm. Okay, Clocks, how many different accounts do we have here?
Clocks is like, well, I can only really get a vague shape of it unless you give me a password. And he says, that is not necessary. There are over 7,000 accounts here.
Okay, then is Clocks able to take a look at the accounts that were taken?
Says,
That were
unfortunately,
breached?
that is also not possible. We wish to not endanger our clients further. However, I can give you a list of traits that they are similar with. And he says,
Yeah,
they are
you
all
don't need to give us. Go ahead.
says they are all corpo, they are all very wealthy, and they are all very much in positions of power.
Any connection between the corporations?
Says seemingly scattershot, seems more based on money. Whoever did this, though they only had a small amount of time to actually check into this area, they did it very intentionally.
Mm. I don't like it. It stinks. Okay.
But if this was a vice, why would they intentionally go after corpos just to get a paycheck? They don't need to shake the Gelt's tree.
So, remind me, these vices. So the vices run red light, right?
Yes.
The same red light that corporations have tried pushing into.
Mm-hmm.
So either somebody sees that and wants to push back, hence destroying of, well, corpos that like to come in here, or they see that and they want to take advantage of it. Get in while the getting's good. Okay. No.
Probably.
Seppa, no.
Probably says, the trouble all started when Shield got here, if I'm being honest with you. And I would be honest with you again to say that I wish that he was no longer in my bar. Because he is a, how you say, important figure, I have no say in whether he is in my bar or not.
How long has
Yeah,
Shield
well,
been here? Go
Van
ahead.
Veek.
we kind of got told that not to bite the hand that feeds.
Well, no, we got told to make an example of whoever was doing this.
Assuming that Shield isn't the person I mean.
Correct. If Shield is, then we burn that bridge when we get to it. I am all for
Tariq kind of
being-
shakes his head that you're already using burn it all down terminology.
Look, Zeppa, no, you cannot chew on that. That's
But he
that is the
wanna.
that is the cord going from the wall to the power strip. No.
Yeah,
Delicious.
definitely a bad idea.
Yummy, yummy.
Come
In his
here.
tummy.
Come here, doofus. Okay, so Shield's been here a week. Why exactly has he been here again?
Fuck if I know. And he kind of says, he told me that he was here just to take in the sights and sounds. And he rolls his eyes.
Hey, when's the last time this place was swept for bugs?
Says, well, we checked it after the after the leak started to become apparent to us.
Hey, Clocks, you want to do a quick sweep of this room for me?
Clocks is like, can do. And let me make a check for him.
Could I also make a check? It's probably a long shot, but just like a notice to see if there's anything physically weird with the room.
Yeah, actually, give me a notice and then either wisdom or intelligence.
I think those are... Okay, wisdom is better for me. Hey.
Damn.
Nice. Let's see what Clocks pulls up as well.
Rod, Chance, got any theories while they're doing that?
Chance was like, that's too obvious with the shield being here a week and the cameras being messed up for a week and everything happening a week ago.
Sometimes things happen.
Oh god, Clocks.
Can't be that.
Oh god.
Clocks shrugs and goes, it seems that they've done their work. But Tariq, you notice something, and this isn't something Clocks would have been looking for. But you're kind of looking around the room, and you come up to this vent, and you notice that the vent has, like, some weird scuffing and, like, bending on one of the corners.
Oh, immediately, Tariq just goes, huh. Someone's been coming in here through this vent.
Goes, that vent is too small for someone to crawl through.
Look how they've been peeling this back.
He kind of looks up and goes, well, I'll be a monkey's uncle, he says as he kind of looks at that and goes...
Tariq just gives, like, a very small pout, as Tariq always seems to do when people use, like, animal language around him.
Yeah, and he looks and he says, you know, there's an air intake on the outside here.
Oh.
Could that be an ingress?
He says, I hadn't considered it. Perhaps we should have a look.
Well, I guess we'll go on a field trip.
Yeah, Clocks is like, just leave me unattended with the server. And, like, Spades looks at him, shoots a dagger, and Clocks goes, hey, I was joking, shit. Like,
Tariq, just to make sure, will, like, reach down. And how much does Clocks weigh?
Oh, like, fucking 160 soaking wet.
Yeah, just, like, pick him up and carry him.
Yeah.
How about this? I'd like to split us up to get at more things than one.
Split up, gang.
Well, if let's say you, Clocks, and either Rod or Chance go with you to investigate that, I can take the other, and we can go talk to Shield.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go talk to Shield and who wants to go check out the vent?
Who wants to play Scooby-Doo?
I mean, Chance can check out the vent. He's a pretty small frame guy underneath all the clothing.
Okay.
All right, David, go talk with Shields with you.
It would probably be better to take a rocker boy to go talk to somebody than an actual homeless person.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. I'm not homeless anymore.
That is a little rude, Tariq. He has a home now.
I was gonna say, Rod, you of all people should know, the interrogation techniques of your ancestors. Vodka boarding.
And I'll kind of like jingle my code. You can still hear very obvious like a glass clinking around. It's like, I think I can cook something up.
Please don't drown this guy. We don't know if it's
What?
him.
No, he's protected. I would never actually physically do anything to harm him.
Tariq is
Yeah.
going to give a very long stare.
What? Blowing up a building on top of him would be considered harming him.
Like
three laws of robotics style.
I can find the right one.
Huh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Good. But yeah. So let's start with those of you that are checking out the outside. You are led around the front of the building towards a kind of side area, and there is a dumpster and one of those kind of like one of those HVAC one of those HVAC units that is like a mylar tube that just kind of comes out of the wall, and has like a little fan port in front of it. And immediately looking at this, you notice something wrong. Like immediately looking at this, you see that the fan is broken.
Is it a similar thing where someone basically picked and peeled at one spot?
It's not moving, and one of the vent blades looks like displaced. But like the thing that's getting you is the hole is like the size of like a head.
I mean, we could be dealing with someone who's biomodded. There's several species of animals that are able to fit into anything as long as their skull can fit through. You could be dealing with an actual rat man.
Or it
Yeah,
could
I
be a
think
drone. We saw some of those at the night market.
I don't know about those as much.
I think Spades probably looks at it and goes, this is troubling. This means that we were accessed from the outside, potentially.
If someone did use a drone, would you have any way to be able to, like, detect it or its network at all?
Clocks goes, not if it's not on site.
You don't have, like... And they can probably tell by now that Tariq is not exactly the most techno-savvy.
Yeah.
No, like, I'm detecting a drone on the outside because I can sense its internet connection.
Goes, I think Clocks is like, that's, not how that works.
Well, still could be a rat man.
Yeah, I think that
You
Clock's like,
Peter Rat.
could be a rat man.
I mean, I
It
saw
was the
some.
Underminer!
I saw some weird drones, but I don't know much about them.
Yeah, if you think that it could be one of the same kind of drones as we saw, it could be an avenue of is we go and talk to people that own the drones.
Yeah. Does anyone have a camera? We might want pictures.
Clocks is like, oh sure, and you just hear a camera click as his marquees like light up for a moment to cause a flash.
Does he go, neat?
Yeah, he probably would actually go, neat. But yeah, if you guys want to take a closer look at this, you could make me perhaps a fix or notice roll of some variety.
Oh, I'll try the notice magic again. That's all I got, boss.
All right.
That's all we need, baby.
Damn. Yeah. Once again,
Oh, wow.
Tariq coming in with the stellar investigation.
Yeah.
You both are gonna get something. So Chance, you get that this fan that's broken was like this is not normal wear and tear. Like, this is obviously a very intentional breaking of the fan, so you can rule out wear and tear, right? As for Tariq, you notice caught partially on like a snag inside the tube. You like reach in and you find a piece of cloth that's caught on this snag.
What is it? What is it schneef like?
It smells like sweat. And not Chance. Clocks kind of looks at that and goes, "Oh shit, that's from a runner suit."
And Tariq pulls it out, and there is just a. It smells like a runner.
Wait, what did I notice? Sorry, I was typing.
You noticed that the fan was like clearly intentionally damaged. Like, it wasn't. This isn't just wear and tear.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll point that out. Like, yep, someone definitely broke this. I don't know much, but yeah.
How's our club fuck buddy doing with this information?
Yeah, he's kind of scratching his chin at this, and he's like, this is most troubling indeed. And he says, perhaps I should report this back, but it means that there was somebody from outside of the club who came into the club through an area we thought was impervious.
It also means that they would have had to know that this is going where they want to go.
Yes, this person would have to be connected in some way.
Any guesses? This is
He
as
kind of
much your
says-
club as anyone else's.
He kind of says, the only thing I can think of is, well, somebody who would know the in and outs of the guard rotation. I don't know anybody who would be like that. Other than, of course, members of the club fuck or the vices who have come in at this time.
It's also, I don't think this is a drone anymore, Chance. Whoever did this went in a suit. Might be a rat man.
I think Clocks is like, I'll put money on Ratman.
Does there seem to be anything else of note out here? Do I have does my LA Noir investigation music still playing?
You do not see anything else that like seems particularly relevant.
All right, I spend the next 15 minutes going around picking up every bottle until I hear, this probably isn't anything.
Yeah. And maybe as we have you guys on the outside, we cut to those on the inside who are walking into the club, or who are walking back into the club. Vera and Rodman. You guys walk down, and it is not hard to find Shield, because Shield, for his part, is posted up, posted up in the corner with an armed guard right next to him. And he's sitting there just drinking drink, right?
What is Shield wearing?
Shield is that green guy you saw earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He is, he's got that faceplate with the classic, like, kind of Harlequin smile on the front, you know? And the kind of green sheer skin that you can see through. Yeah, so you see him at the table. And Maxie even points him out. Maxie kind of nods and goes, "That creep who talked to me earlier? That's Shield."
You think he will entertain some conversation?
"Oh, I'm sure of it," she says with like a kind of look of disdain on her face.
Hmm. Well,
Do you know what's he drinking?
Goes, he drinks vodka gimlets.
Well, I will order a vodka gimlet.
Yeah. And you go to the bar and grab a vodka gimlet.
I'll turn to Veer and be like, this might be a good way to get in if we buy him a drink.
well, I'll meet you over there then. Actually, no, I'll follow you to the bar and we'll order and then we'll take it over. Might as well.
Okay. Excellent. So you guys approach the table, and as you approach, Shield kind of has a very open body posture. He's like laying in the booth, kind of like got his legs up in the booth, very like come hither sort of posture. And as he sees you approach, he opens his arms, and you hear over the loud thumping music, "Ah! It's Club Fuck's Grand Saviors!"
Oh, I didn't realize we were. You were awaiting us with such anticipation.
Says, "Well, I figured at some point somebody would come and talk to little old me."
You gonna give him the gimlet?
Yeah, I'll
All right.
walk up to him. Yeah, well, uh, what do you drink?
He kinda says, "And you even brought me a peace offering. Oh, I love this," he says as he takes the drink and takes a drink of it, takes a sip of it and goes, "The bartender's here, top notch."
Hmm.
He
Do you
goes,
mind
"So
if
what can I
sit?
do you for?"
I'm not sure very cheap, but I'll sit if that's okay.
He says, he kind of chuckles and goes, "That's a good one. Feel free." And he kind of adjusts himself to be sitting upright. And you notice, by the way, the gun arm he's got behind him, she's like she's pretty like flat expression. Doesn't really seem like she's got much of a stake in anything going on. She's just kind of staring off into the middle distance into the crowd.
So, I take it you already know why I'm here.
Goes, I have inklings, but do tell.
Well, considering you've been here longer than I have, it's probably pretty plain to see, isn't it?
He kind of grins. Still has that that impeccable grin, and almost Cheshire-like. And he says, Well, I'll tell you what I can see. I can see when a ship has a hole in it, and I can tell you when that ship's sinking."
Did you show up before or after the hole was made?
He goes, hmm? He goes, I don't know. A little birdie told me that something was happening at Club Fuck. Something I should pay attention to. So that's what I've been doing.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that honestly doesn't surprise me. It already seems like more about the only person who doesn't know what's going on is the person in charge.
He kind of leans over. He props his head up on his fist with his elbows underneath him, and he goes, "Oh, you have no idea."
I probably don't, but I got a question. Why did the Vices show up a week before you?
Goes, "Well, who's to say?" And
Was
he
their
kind of
info just better than yours?
He goes, "Info better than mine." Goes, He goes, and actually, give me a talk roll of some type. Probably talk
Absolutely,
charisma.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I roll 3d6 and talk, so.
Oh, nice. 9. Okay. He says.
Oh.
Says.
Nothing. I was like, wait, it didn't roll, and I was like, oh, it did, unfortunately.
Yeah. He says. Well. When he says, I'm trying to think of how he would say that. He'd probably say, well, when the general is failing, the army typically goes to someone else. They don't all just die.
Well, of course, but I mean, what are they waiting for?
Says,
Or more
truth be
importantly,
told.
what
go
are
ahead.
you waiting for?
Sheil is, he kind of leans back, and he gives you a calculating stare. But behind his faceplates, because, like, he's got this jovial kind of almost mask look to him. But behind the inch-thick faceplate, you can see his eyes very, very carefully apprising you. These artificially green dyed eyes, verdant green. And he kind of looks over and says, I'm waiting for the right words.
From who? Us? To find the person or not? Because that isn't why you're here. That isn't going to make a difference. From your boss? And then what? You're going to make an example of her?
Well, let me lay it for you plainly. And Shield kind of leans forward and kind of puts his finger on the table and he goes, if there happened to be information about certain situations, maybe a lack of competency from leadership or potentially something damning, information like that would, well, I'd say it'd go for quite a pretty penny, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm sure it would. Yeah, considering what I'm already being paid for the information, that would be difficult to let go for free. It'd have to be more than what I was already promised.
Says, well, if you were interested in hammering out such a deal, I would love to have a kiki with you. Maybe with my boss.
I am open to that idea, but I guess more than anything, I'm just curious. It's not like anything's changed here recently. What is the current captain done to make your boss so unhappy?
Oh, let's just say that when one has all their ducks in a row and then there's one ugly duckling that sits out aside from the rest of them, bringing that in line, that is value. A coalition, if you will, is value added.
Interesting. Hmm. She's gonna look at Rod, see if Rod has anything they'd like to add or talk about. While I'm thinking.
Yeah, Rod really won't have much to say other than maybe he'll be like, thank you for taking time to talk to us. It's very refreshing to have people to talk to instead of trying to shoot at us.
It says, shoot at you, heavens no. I would get my nails dirty. Gun oil, can't stand the smell.
I have a question for you, Josh. Is Rod following what's going on here?
Mhm.
The implications.
Okay.
Okay, good. Because
Yeah, I'm just kind of Rod's following your lead on this.
I truthfully have no idea. It's pretty obvious. He knows
More than
he
he's
may not
letting
know-
on.
Yeah, he may not know who it is, but he absolutely knew that this was going to be happening. I mean, shit, he showed up. Actually, the Vices showed up a week before him, but him showing up basically means, yeah, when we have cause to remove Belladontrix, he goes in the. He's going to take her place, is kind of what it sounds like.
That's the impression I get. Yeah.
Now, I've saved Belladontrix once before. But I'm not sure exactly how I would save her. I mean, she absolutely knows what the stakes are here, which is why we've been brought in. But getting him the information, man, I would need to discuss it with the other two when we all get back together.
At the 3.
So, but anyway, yeah, she'll say, well, I suppose you'll be around at least until we're done with our investigation.
Says, "Of course. And if you ever need anything, Uncle Sheil is more than happy to provide."
Oh God. I'm sorry.
No uncles. No uncles.
No.
No uncles.
The last character that used that. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you telling me some bastards need killing?
I'm not saying anything.
No, but you can be saying things without saying things, Mira.
How does that work?
Wait, what do you mean? Surely, Star Wars Episode 3 was written like, I dislike sand because in the Star Wars Phantom Menace movie from 1999, I lived on a desert world and was a slave. Therefore, I hate sand because it represents my time as a slave. Says Anakin.
In the most plain way to say.
Anyway, shit. I hate Vera will get up and turn away, bid him goodbye, and as they get out of earshot of him, she'll just mutter to Rod, I hate fucking politics.
Me too. Unfortunately, it seems like politics is around whether we want it to or not.
And here, it's definitely fucking politics.
Jesus.
And
as we're also kind of leaving and maybe going to go meet up with the rest of the group, I seen the little vent in the computer room, the server room. I'll kind of turn to Vera and be like, wasn't there like a little something on the last job we did when we were getting that dividers canisters? Something very small that could conceivably fit to the vent?
Well, yeah, I've got my little mouse droid here, but...
No, the person that was killing all those Edivok officers. But...
Oh no. That's not good at all. Let's just hope for both our sakes, Rod, that you're wrong. You're very wrong.
I hope so too, but I was just thinking about that on the way down here. The size matches up probably pretty well from what I remember.
Well,
something to be on the lookout for, at least.
I suppose we should go take a look then, huh?
Yeah.
And
the others.
Rodion, as you're walking out, you actually see somebody at the bar who is looking down at their drink, and then they look back at you, and then they look at their drink, and then they double take to you, and they get up and start approaching. They look kind of excited.
Shoot him.
I'll roll my eyes and be like, probably not the fan.
And
But
you
I'll
hear,
Lit fan.
but yeah, you hear holy shit, Rodion?
Yes, it is I, Radian.
He goes, oh my god, you're the guy who does Slove Night.
Yes, it is me.
He goes, yeah, my boss took me to Slove Night. Great fucking time.
That was certainly quite a night.
He kind of clasps you on the shoulder, and he goes, uh, I just want to say I'm a big fan of your work. And Rodion, make me a notice charisma roll.
Notice charisma.
Yeah.
Come on, Morning Lord. Give me notice beyond notice.
Okay. This guy is chatting you up, and as not like chatting you up, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's talking to you, right? And as he's talking to you, the words kind of start to fall away as you start to kind of look at this guy, and like some things aren't adding up. Like he's wearing, like, first of all, he also doesn't look like he fits in here. He's wearing like the Adidas Classic, right? And he also, for being sat at the bar, and like ostensibly probably being there for a little bit, seems very sober. He seems very interested in talking to you, though. He's like, it's great. Listen, I heard that you're potentially letting yourself get rented out for parties and stuff. Is that true? Like, you do get small gigs?
Well, 40, yes, I anyway to pay the bills, but at the moment, no, I am not taking small gigs.
Am I overhearing this?
Yeah, you're definitely overhearing this.
Can I look at this dude, because he's immediately sus to me. Just
Yeah.
what I'm hearing. It's like, hey man, I hear you you like sell stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's just the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a notice charisma roll.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this guy seems like a real... I mean, he seems nervous, but you don't know why. Probably just because he's, like, inspired by Rodion. Like, he's like, oh, shit, like, I'm a fan. Like, well, that's too bad that you don't play parties or anything. Listen. And he goes, I've got the... if you ever change your mind, though, I've got the... and he kind of, like, digs around in his pocket to pull out his phone. He goes, can I get a selfie at least?
I don't like this.
Yeah, sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush. What's your name? If I change my mind, I will. I'll get hold of you.
He goes, oh yeah, and he airdrops you his deets, and he says, my name's Zerev. Good to meet you.
Well, Zed, nice to meet you too. And if sorry to be so rude, but we've got to get going.
No, go
Good to
for
see you, man,
it.
about the dog.
Yeah, and he goes down and sits down to have another drink or finish his drink. As you guys start to head out of the building.
What the fuck was that about?
Did I notice anything particular about his accent? Was it perhaps a different accent than what the Bonda would be speaking?
No, this is pretty bog standard Bonda accent.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very standard Rodinian, or Rodina.
Rhodian?
Rodinian. No. Yeah, close enough. It's a Russian accent.
Yeah.
uh,
I like
was
the
a fucking
process
journey.
of elimination you were going
Yeah.
through.
Yeah,
Like every
yeah.
permutation of Rodina.
Yeah. It was a Rodina accent.
Okay.
But yeah,
Scrotal wind? Scrotal wind.
scrotal wind.
But I'll turn to
Jesus.
Veer and be like, yeah, I don't know what that was about. Very
Do I need to
weird.
take care of him? I can take care of him.
No, if push comes to shove, I could take care of him too, but yeah, he was just tripping some alarm bells.
Yeah, what was that about a photo?
Usually, I'm all about photos, you know me, but again, something about them. I just did not want them to have a selfie of me.
Well, you've got his deets, not the other way around. So if you bump into him again, that means it's time to be very worried.
Yeah, I agree.
He was wearing the. I'm surprised he wasn't wearing any colors.
And yeah, it's probably about this time that you guys get back to each other. You're both in front of the club. You see Maxie kind of standing guard at the front of the club again. But yeah, Clocks is like, well, we found some interesting information. What about y'all?
Hey Spades, level with me. What do you actually know about this guy?
About who?
Shiel.
He goes, Sheil, is bad for business. And he
Yeah,
says,
you've mentioned, but
he goes, yeah, he's a toady, one might say. One of the Zwin's many proteges.
can I give you a tiny piece of advice, Spades?
Yeah.
He's not here as a toady. Right now, you should probably consider him in training.
He kind of breaks his cool, calm collective at that, and he goes, what do you mean?
It's exactly what it sounds like. It's pretty fucking obvious spending any time talking to him.
Kind of frowns, and he says, that is very good information to have confirmed.
I was gonna say, I was 90% sure Belladontrix knew about it. I'm just making sure you know about it.
He kind of,
Because you know what happens when businesses come under new management. People have a tendency to clean house.
he definitely nods at that, and he says, yeah, they do. And he kind of says, is there anything else that I can help you with? I think I have more pressing matters to attend to now that I know that for certain.
You guys find anything? Looking at the other two.
Hold up the scrap of a runner
How-
suit.
How small is Shield? Or Shield?
Shield? He's
Yeah.
he's like pretty average man size. He's like 180. You know,
He is not a rat.
he's not a rat man.
Okay.
He's just a
But
rat.
yeah, all it is just Chance just looking at Shield for a moment, squinting his eyes, like, and then just shaking his head and looking to Tariq because Tariq was about to say something.
No, Tariq just holds up the scrap of the runner suit.
Mm.
Is
We
it like a
found
Netrunner
this.
suit or what is it?
Yeah, like a Netrunner suit.
It was inside the HVAC unit.
How many runners does the club employ?
Netrunners?
Yeah, she's
Like-
looking at Spades now.
He says, we have two dwellers that are on and off 12-hour shifts. They are, well, one of them one of them has disappeared recently.
How recently?
Jesus Christ.
He goes, well, it wasn't, he goes, well, it wasn't within the recent timeline. I mean, a couple months ago.
Did you change the passwords after they disappeared?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have
Better
an easily
question.
identifiable pattern to your passwords?
Says, not that I know of.
Another
Clocks?
question.
Go ahead.
Was anything suspicious before they left?
They, well, they clocked out one day and they just didn't come back in. We didn't really make much of it. We changed all of our passwords and protocols, very specifically after that, but, we changed those weekly anyway.
But there was no sort of like beforehand any squabbles about things like money or anything?
Says, I mean, squabbles about money. I know he was a gambler. I assumed he just dropped off the face of the earth because he owed gambling debts or something. I had told him a long time ago that Club Fuck would not shelter him from gambling debts. That was long ago, years.
Does this runner got a name?
Says,
And if it's not important, DM, you don't need to make one up.
he says, he had a name. He went by Conjurer.
Wow.
Did the other runner and him have any sort of repartee? I think is what the French say.
He says, "I'm German, not French." No,
I punch his
no,
head off.
yeah. No, he says, no, they didn't. Other than business, I don't think they very much interacted with each other. You know how keyboard cowboys are. They usually don't hunt in packs. And Fox goes, yeah, it's a little. That rings the truth.
So there's no chance that we could maybe talk to the other guy and see if he knew anything that was going on.
He says, you could talk to Matriarch, yes. I can give you her deets. Unfortunately, seeing how she's been the only one, we only have 12 on, 12 offs. She was off when the breach happened.
What?
So
Do you
when
have
the
a
breach
time for when
happened-
the breach happened? Sorry, go ahead.
So when the breach
Says,
happened was going to be her off times, regardless.
Kind of nods, and he says, the closest we can say it happened was sometime about a week ago, on Monday, it would be. And it would have been during the daytime. She works nights when we have highest traffic.
Hmm.
And he drops you the deets for Matriarch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep that in the back
last-
pocket just in case.
Yeah. One last question, at least from me.
Yeah.
There have been rumors of certain how do I put it? A certain boogeyman wandering the streets as of late. You happen to know anything about that?
Says what? The one who's been killing roachgangers?
Yeah, the kid. She says, accidentally giving more than she needs to.
And says, kid, I don't know. All I've heard is that various various groups of Roachgangers have been having an untimely end. I always assumed that there was a squad behind it, perhaps.
No, it's just one.
Kind of frowns and goes, "Well, I don't know much about that, to be honest with you. Do you think it's related? Somehow?"
Kind of glancing at Rod. Well, we're not sure yet.
I definitely hope that this person is not involved. If so, very scary.
Yeah, no. If this person were involved, I would politely decline to investigate this any further.
Says, yeah, I would assume so. And he says, no, I don't know anything about that, to be honest with you.
Well, that's all my questions.
Just one more thing, Spades. No, to pull the Columbo.
This
But
is the
yeah.
third time you've asked
You're
me.
lying, Morgan.
Yeah.
You have no evidence. Starts
Yeah.
making very constipated faces.
I found
Yeah.
the ambassador's car in the middle of nowhere in a journal full of kids' names.
Yeah.
You fuck kids,
Fucking-
Vasquez.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what a fucking line. What a fucking line. But yeah. If you guys don't have any other questions for Spades, he's going to go in and assumedly shore up the troops. Not like get ready for war, but like be like, hey, this guy is confirmed here for no good skullduggery things.
Yep. Now, after that, I'm gonna turn to the other two and go, okay, so Shield is one. Actually, let's find a place away from here to talk.
Okay.
By the
you wanna
way,
go to
Clocks.
Hmm?
Is there any way you could maybe track down anything about the suit through this scrap?
Because why, I can definitely tell you what kind of suit it is. Goes, it's, he rattles off some name. He's like, it's a Kishimura Coolwick. It's meant for, well, hot dives.
Hot
So
dives.
something where you don't have a big old bathtub to sit in.
Yeah, usually folks grab them for being out and about. Goes, I wear something similar under my clothes, and he kind of like tilts down his like hoodie to show a similar suit.
Okay.
But they're not distinct enough to where we could, like, track down this individual suit.
Ah, man, these are name brand. I mean, they're all custom made, but I mean, custom made is taking your measurements. So
I'm not
So-
going to get anything with a scrap.
yeah,
From the vent of what we saw, like, could a small person fit in there? Like a really thin.
it was like head size. Like it was like not very big at all.
So they're looking for an especially small person. Okay.
Yeah.
Because obviously a person did go in there.
Mm-hmm.
So. And it wasn't just a drone. You don't need to wear a. You don't need to dive if you're just controlling a drone.
Right.
So. But yes, I would like to move us somewhere that is not within earshot of the club, somewhere private.
Sure. I mean, there's you could always go back to Tartarus if you wanted, and get one of the rooms there, or you could just go to like a coffee shop or something nearby.
Coffee shop nearby works for me if it works for you guys.
Yeah.
Sick. So yeah, you guys make your way to the to a nearby coffee shop, and as you enter, immediately the smell of coffee and weed hit your noses in a strange combination. And you see that this is a coffee shop hashish bar. To which Clocks goes,
Can
on
it
the
be
clock,
called?
on the
Can
clock.
it be called the down sprout?
Sure, why not?
It's in like a bit of a gutter area, so it makes sense.
Yeah. No, for sure. Matter of fact, I'll just make that lore now. The downsprout. Cool. But yeah, you guys get into this coffee shop, and there are people in the coffee shop, but no one's paying you any mind. Maybe Tariq draws a couple stares, but Tariq is used to that.
Tariq gets that very awkward. I don't. My gender is. Do not refer to me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'll get us sit, get a set, and
Yeah.
we'll start off with. So, we've stepped into the largest fucking hornet's nest I've ever seen.
What happened?
Okay, that dude Shield. No, he's not here just for the hell of it. He's here because he's Belladontrix's replacement.
Oh,
If that was the case, why haven't they just replaced her?
Because he's waiting on the say-so from their higher up.
and who's their higher up?
Someone in the Vices. Gonna guess. Actually, I don't know if I know anything about the hierarchy of the Vices.
Yeah, you were told that he is one of the Zween's many proteges, but that's about all you know. If you want to learn more about the Vices, make me a wisdom no roll, because that feels like more street smarts than book smarts.
Yeah, I can do that. Anybody can do that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, anybody?
I wish I could get like a bonus, but mainly because I have that roamer ability. But that's only for languages.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, these roles feel pretty true to canon.
Yeah, right. So Tariq, you would know a little bit because you've lived in Red Light for a while, and like you lived with somebody who kind of flirted with the criminal element, but never really crossed over, right? Meanwhile, Vera, you have heard things through the grapevine at your gambling, during gambling.
Okay.
So Tariq and Vera, you're gonna get basically the same piece of information. You both know that the Zween takes on like a lot of people directly under their wing, right? And the Zween being Zween Shemaya, the owner of Shemaya's Palace, for those unacquainted, who is also the head of the Vices. They are like a very they have a mystique about them, that they're kind of an untouchable beauty, and at the same time a savage business person, right? They are the Zween. They own all they observe, right? So it is likely that this person might answer directly to the Zween.
So she'll probably say, I'm guessing Sween. Shemai. He alluded to something. I'm guessing Belladontrix is causing the Zween some sort of headache in one way or another that's been going on for a. And they're looking for an excuse. I'm thinking they know exactly who did this. I'm thinking they know exactly why this happened. And now they're just waiting for. Well, they're waiting for confirmation and information from us. And then they'll come in, and Belladontrix will be forced out.
Why? I mean, I get it, but it feels like there's ways that you could do that don't give one of your own clubs a bad reputation for, secrets getting out.
I think they'll be able to sweep it all under the rug once they've, one, solved the problem, she says in air quotes, and then two, you move Belladontra out. Anyone loyal to her gets swept out. And then you can say, congrats, I have a shiny new, safe club open for business.
Where does that leave us? Because it sounds like.
Well,
But
we've
we
got
took a
two
job, and you
options.
gotta finish a job if you take a job.
Go ahead.
Chance actually raises his hand.
Yeah.
Well, Bella Dontrix already said that someone above her was who hired us, so that means the Vices hired us through Bella Dontrix. So I don't think it's them.
No,
that makes sense?
No, Belladontrix is the one who hired you directly.
I thought.
No, she said that there is pressure from someone above her, but she didn't define what that
Yeah.
was.
Oh.
Because it sounds like.
Rewind.
First things first. It sounds like we've got a choice. We can either give the information to Belladontrix, make an example of this person, or we could hand the information off to Shield.
Why?
Something tells me he would be paying more than Belladontrix could.
There's some things that are more
Sounds good
important
to
than
me.
money, and it sounds like this guy's skeevy. In like the bad way.
It's a club about fucking. Who runs it? I don't care. I just want the money.
I think Clocks kind of goes, I mean, as sacrilegious as it sounds, you kind of have a point.
So, I want more information, which means I will probably want to talk with Belladontrix again and get some straighter answers. Because if this is something that might come crashing down on our heads if we do what she says, well, shit. But so far we've only got what? One trace lead, basically. We know somebody got into it through the vent. We know they did it during the daytime. We know that they were somewhat related to the club. And that they're a net runner. That's it, right?
And they're very tiny.
Yeah.
The only thing so the markings around the vent on the outside and on the inside, was it like claw marks? Did it look like just metal, like a knife being scraped on it?
Yeah, so the vent itself, like the fan, looks like somebody just like basically took something solid and like crammed it in there
And banged it,
to like to wedge one of the blades under another blade. And then on the inside it was like scuff marks, like somebody had to work the vent off.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was like scratch marks.
No.
So does this mean the vent was open from the inside on both ends, or from the outside on the outside, and on the inside of the building?
Yes, the second option. Outside on the outside, inside on the inside.
They came in from the outside in order to get inside.
Okay,
yeah.
So it's not like they pre-prep. Okay. And it sounds like they took just as much as they needed. Clocks, I hope to God you didn't listen to me and you found something in their system. You did some digging that I
Clocks.
told you not to, and you found something.
Clocks goes, I'm supposed to disobey you now? Shit. He goes, well, I can tell you about their network, not like a lot, but I can tell you that it is a tightly secured network, and whoever got in was a real pro, especially to dig through that many files that quickly. I mean, you can do a certain amount with brain augments, but I mean, like, that fast? You gotta have an algorithm, you gotta be prepped, something.
Okay.
Is there any way that you could like try to track down how many people might be that skilled, especially if you maybe had help from somebody?
He goes, I don't, I mean, there's, listen, there's a lot of skilled net runners in this city.
But are there any ones the size of a child?
That's a good point. Are there any that are tiny? I mean, I can take a look.
Because we have your friend from that one op, Vera. Do you think that maybe they could help us somehow?
I don't know. Does this look like something you could get at remotely, or are you gonna have to be in location? I'm assuming. Looking at clocks
He goes, get in where exactly?
to this server.
Oh, yeah, I would have to be on location. That's locked down.
Well, then my friend isn't gonna be much help.
I meant more to maybe track down this baby or rat or whatever it is that broke in.
Maybe worth a call. And
Clocks goes, we got.
to clarify, clocks. When I say don't do something, I just mean don't get caught doing something.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
So, all right.
Um,
All right. So
Clocks goes,
He-
we could always call the Dweller too, see if they got anything to say.
Yeah, I can handle that. I got her deets.
okay, I suppose I can call my runner friend and see what they've got. I think I also want us to talk to Belladontrix again. I guess it doesn't have to be me, just whoever goes has to understand that she's probably a little touchy about the whole situation now.
No shit.
Kinda.
Sorry.
What? No, you're good. You're absolutely right. It is obvious, but I'm stating it because some of us haven't run a job in over 2 months. Looking at Chance.
What? I was trapped in my apartment.
Their door.
It was stuck.
Yeah, I highly doubt that.
Yeah,
If
now
one of
we're
these
stuck
days
with you.
if one of
Teasing.
these if one of these days you turn out to be an RT sleeper agent, that'll make a whole lot more sense.
Would it?
That'd be kind of cool.
Clocks is like, hey, I'm on board. If you're an RT sleeper agent, they pay good. Let me know. On the down low.
Hey Rod.
Remember,
you
just don't get caught.
Rod, you think you want to talk to Belladontrix?
Could give it the old college try.
Send you and Chance? Just
Ah,
like I said,
the dream team back again.
Yeah. High five.
Oh my god, Tariq smiles, but there's a look in his eyes when it's those two being sent off to do something that just shows, oh, we're cooked.
Eh,
Nothing has ever gone wrong when it's been us two.
Yeah.
It's ever gone
I
right.
think what I want to know is why are they? Why does your boss want you gone? And why send the vice guards a week before Shield? Because it's pretty obvious that Shield knows, at least tangentially, that something was going down. something's going on, but is not explaining.
Maybe it was just in order to keep up appearances with the other clubs.
I somehow doubt that. Is Club Fuck kind of the ugly duckling of the district?
Well, with the information you had earlier, you would know that Shemaiah owns both Shemaya's Palace and Gemstones, and that Shemaya's Palace, Gemstones, and Club Fuck are the three big clubs of Napple. Those are like the three vice headquarters.
So, I'm assuming then that Belladontrix has been doing some things her own way that Shemaiah is not too happy with. That's my guess. Any more specific than that, I couldn't say.
That's fair.
Oof! Ouch! Back.
Okay.
But
Hey,
yeah,
I'm the 30-year-old. I'm supposed to be saying that now.
I could say Rod's ulterior motive here is this would be a good place to get some gigs in.
I was actually
Yeah,
thinking that.
If you
Yeah.
develop
Slav
some
hard
good
base in
rapport.
a weird German sex dungeon.
Hell yeah.
Now, I think the other thing I am gonna do is if I leave you guys. Okay, oh, that's dangerous, but you know what? She doesn't realize how deep she's about to get into. If I leave, I'll ask a cheat code and see, what she knows. But other than that, I think I'm gonna take Sheil up on that offer just to get some feelers. Not that I intend on taking that deal, but to one, get him out of Club Fuck for a couple of hours maybe, while we talk biz about how much that information's worth, and buy you guys some time without him there. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, makes sense. And Tariq will talk to the dweller. Talk to matriarch.
Yep.
So
Okay.
okay.
So, who wants to start? How do we want to do this? Do we want to do yeah. Okay. So, it'll probably be between either talking to Matriarch or talking to Belladontrix first. Though these are all happening simultaneously.
Let's go.
Okay. Matriarch conversation it is then. Tariq.
Damn.
Tariq. Oh no, you get to play the game.
It's more like, oh no, Tariq has to be charismatic.
Yeah.
We're
Okay, so
cooked!
Tariq, you it is still during daytime hours, so Matriarch isn't at work, so you can you give her a call, and it rings a couple times, and then finally you hear on the other side probably something along the lines of who is this? How'd you get this number?
Whoa, my name's Tariq. I'm working the job about all the stuff that's gone down at Club Fuck.
Kind of. Okay. Sorry. She goes,
I just wanted to talk to you about, like, if you knew anything about the other dweller that was working at the club.
Conjurer? No, a little
Yeah.
bit. Kind of goes, well, I know it was only a matter of time until he burned out.
Burned out. How? Was, like, the job just too much?
No, dwelling's easy. At least it's easier than most ways that hackers earn their money. Kind of goes, but, we'll say, his extracurriculars always seem to be, weighing on it, let's say.
The gambling.
You've heard about it too.
How big of a guy was Conjure, physically speaking?
I mean, he wasn't too big. I mean, pretty light frame. Why?
Look, someone got into the server room physically through the HVAC unit on the outside.
You hear, no shit. Like, she's like surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. That was kind of my thought, but
Goes, the
if you
clearance on an
don't know
HVAC,
anyone,
like, oh, go ahead.
it's about the size of a human head.
And she goes, yeah, the clearance on that HVAC's not going to clear shoulders on anybody, really.
Unless they're very small or maybe biomodded.
Goes, biomodded. Could even be cyber, honestly. She kind of goes, well, all I know about him is, last time I talked to him, he was talking about his gambling debts again. And then, next time I heard from him, well, I didn't. He dipped.
Who is he gambling in debt to?
I go, I asked that question myself. He covers his tracks good, but turns out that kind of goes. Turns out that he was gambling with some Bonda rat.
What were they gambling on? Did they mention anything like that?
Shit, I don't know. What do people gamble on? Geld? Property?
Well, like, were they betting on like boat races? Were they betting on some sort of blood sport?
Goes, I don't know. She goes, all I know is that he owed them a whole lot. He said he was up to his eyeballs, and I told him tough titty. He asked me for a loan, and I told him to fuck off.
How big of a loan?
He didn't say. Before he could even get it out of his mouth, I told him no.
Would you say that last time you saw him, he was, well, leaving under bad circumstances?
He was always leaving under bad circumstances. He always seemed stressed out, freaked out, whatever.
Enough to turn traitor.
There's a long pause on the other end, and she goes, I don't know. Good question.
Because
He left
whoever it
so
was
long
that
ago.
whoever it was that got in had access to some sort of knowledge about the guard patrols to know exactly when to go in, and they did it in the room. They what would be not hot slept.
Yeah. They
They hot ran
act.
it.
Yeah, hot ran
Yeah,
it.
they hot ran that job. So they managed to get in, get exactly what they needed to do, all in the time between guard patrols and without burning themselves out.
Tell you what. I was gonna keep his own personal biz personal. But if you think this is something worth looking into, I'm loyal to my business. And she goes, one name keep coming up. This guy named Bogdan. I think he might be the one who was running the gambling.
Well, I can look into that.
Kinda goes, yeah, well, I wish you luck. You got anything else for me? I really don't know much. I'm just a dweller. I mostly do sysadmin maintenance stuff.
Keep your head down if you can at work.
Kind of goes, my head's usually under an ice bath at work, so I don't think I'll have any trouble with that.
Yeah, well, there's a good chance this might have been an inside job from Vice.
Jesus, still all
She she pauses again and goes, God damn, sounds like a house of cards.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have told you that, but I don't know, I got a good feeling.
kind of goes, mum's the word. Makes sense with all those vices hanging around the club anyway.
Well, Bogdan, you said. I'll look into that.
She
I
kind
think in
of,
my little group, I'm probably the best to go after people who might only know rough language.
goes, good to know. And she'll probably go, well, I was sleeping before this, so unless you got anything else for me.
And no, sleep tight, dweller.
And she kind of chuckles at that and moves, hangs up, leaving Tariq with an interesting lead.
Yeah, Tariq is going to start chasing that lead. Probably
What-
whenever they're done. Probably call up Radion once they're
Mhm.
done.
What's the lead? I'm sorry, I just got back.
The conjurer was in debt. We don't know what exactly or how much, but supposedly the person who held the debt was a Bondan by the name of Bogdan.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, okay.
And Tariq basically went,
Ah.
I'm the scariest motherfucker in the party. I'm probably the best to go try to interrogate a Russian mob.
Or the guy that caught up with Rodion at the bar.
Oh, fuck!
Uh-huh. He's
It's all
probably
coming
sitting
together.
there. He's probably waiting for Bogdan to come back.
You know, that'll make sense then.
Or
That
he's
might
probably
dovetail
waiting
in
for-
nicely since Tariq is going to go back to the club to ask Rodion about the guy.
Mm.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, so I can kind of see what Mira might have done here. I'm just speculating. So we got a guy in the bar waiting for their netrunner to come back at some point, hopefully, is I'm guessing. So they can jump him for the debt he still owes them. If this is Conjurer, I'm guessing Conjurer is stealing from the club to try and work. It makes a little bit of money to pay off those debts. If it's him.
Except
Anyway.
Conjurer
Makes sense
was
as anything
described as a
else.
pretty normal person, like normal sized person.
Yeah.
Well,
Conjurer
it's a
doesn't
if.
met. But, cyberware, biomods, that stuff can drastically alter you very quick. But it also doesn't sound like they had the money to go around doing that.
Right.
Unless they got a deal they couldn't refuse from the Zween. The Zween might have said, I'll ghost you or I'll make the debt go away.
Maybe. That works. But yes, you got a lead now to follow.
Yeah. And speaking of leads, let's lead ourselves on to the next person.
But
Do
the
we want to
UK
do...
sank. Why are we going to leads?
But yeah, do we want to do the meeting with Belladontrix next, or do we want to do the meeting with Shield next?
Well, here, I can call cheat code real fast.
Oh yeah, and cheat code. That's right. Yeah, you give a call to cheat code,
We're
and
talking to
she
everybody.
answers. Yeah, she answers, and she goes, "Yo, you're
This is
calling
Vera.
me."
Yes. You did
Yeah,
say I could.
yeah. That's true. I did.
Answer a couple of questions for me and consider that favor owed. And next time I call you, it'll come with pay. Sound good?
He goes, "Yeah, I'll take that."
Sweet. I need a little bit of information maybe on your end. Got a
Hmm.
job going on, and apparently a very small runner has gotten into a very small place. I need information on potentially people who are runners and may or may not have gotten through an air vent about the size of a head.
Kind of pauses for a moment and goes, that would require some specialized kit. You ever think about a
We know they
collapsible
were.
rib cage?
No? What does that run? And do you know any runners around
Shoulders.
here that would
It's
do something like that?
you'd have to be a real techno freak, techno geek to be into it, but and it cost you a pretty penny. But I mean, they make them like
We already know
just
this. We already. Go ahead.
goes. They make them. They just cave right in.
Because we already know this person's got some money. They had one of those Cool Wick net running suits. They left a bit of it behind.
Goes. Well, you're gonna be looking at somebody specialized to do the thing that they're looking to do at that point. I mean, getting in through a vent like that.
They.
I mean, you gotta have tech or a whole lot of grease.
Well, they got in and did their thing and got out, all on a probably 15-minute rotation.
15 minutes? Well, they'd certainly have to know what they're doing, have a pretty good scope of what the job is. What's the
Off
net
the top
infrastructure
of your head,
like
you think
there?
of anybody like that? Net infrastructure, well, at least from my guy, is pretty tied down. You have to be. It's air gapped, so there's no way to access it remotely. You got to get in. You'd need to have your subroutines up and running, and then dive right in, grab exactly what you're looking for, and get back out.
Well, that sounds like a bit of an inside job to me. I mean, not saying that whoever you're working for is, bad at picking folk, but I mean, a job like that, I mean, unless you have stellar fucking intel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You heard of anybody named Conjurer recently?
Kinda. Actually, let me make a roll.
Me? Oh, you.
No, I did. Yeah, she's gonna go. Yeah, I have heard that name. I keep an eye on all of the who's and what's. Been poking his nose around Zeber.
Seaver? Really? What
Goes,
could
yeah,
he possibly
apparently
be doing
Bonda's
there?
got themselves a new shiny chrome jock.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, if I wanted to go say hi, what's the best way to do that?
Goes, phew. I mean, listen, I know you are certified badasses, but you gotta be grade A beef to get in there.
Well, I assure you that I'm probably going to have to bring my A game regardless, because they want him made an example of. You think Bonda could source Chrome like that?
Shit, Bonda could source chrome like anything. I mean, some of them got ties back to Rodina's government for,
Hmm. We're gonna kidnap this guy and fuck, aren't we? Jesus. Because I can already see some ways of taking it way too far, getting it done, but it being such a big problem, it offsets anything and everything. Okay. So he goes off the grid because of gambling debt. Oh, wait a second. So he's working for Bonda. I'm assuming his debts are either cleared or he's working them off, huh?
You just thinking out loud?
Oh, I'm talking to her.
Oh, yeah, goes, I didn't know about any debts. All I know is there's a new face on the scene.
Well, I guess Bogdan owns him. I don't know that name, do you?
Goes, no, I don't.
Actually, I'm assuming I don't know that name. Never mind.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you haven't heard that one yet.
Because the only Bonda name. Actually, I don't even have a Bonda name here. I've got Kuro Nobukov, but that's a rat, right?
No, that's
That's
the
Bonda.
head of Bonda. Yeah, that's
Okay, let me
Bonda's
put that on.
head. Yeah.
All right.
Bum.
Okay. So, shit. Okay. So, from what I'm guessing. Okay. Well, from what I'm guessing, he got caught. Oh shit, is he the man on the inside? Oh shit, we're on a timetable. Alright, I'll call you back later. Consider us even. Next time I'll pay.
You got it. And yeah, she'll hang up.
Shit. This guy knows. We need to grab him before he leaves.
Hmm.
He's the
And I
fucking
think at
canary,
that
guys.
point,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. And I think at that point we cut over to our good friend Rodian and our good friend Chance. I think that, by the way, Clocks is probably just at Club Fuck, just drinking, because nobody told him what to do. So he's like, okay, yeah, yeah. But you guys are back at
Sorry, I
the
was
door
muted.
of Belladontrix.
I'm sorry. I told him to go do things, but don't get caught doing things.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's
Anyway.
probably he's probably doing something. Who knows? But yeah, you guys are at the door for Belladontrix. Maxie opens up the door, and Belladontrix has a fresh cigarette in her cigarette holder, and she says, "Boys, you're back so soon."
I wave.
We have a couple more questions.
Of course, ask away.
What cigarette brand is that?
Hmm?
What cigarette brand is that?
She says, Black Venom.
Nice.
Um,
Go ahead. I looked at Roddy and just that's it. That was it.
well, Vera and I went and talked to Shield. Who exactly is putting pressure on you to get this situation taken care of?
She kind of takes a deep pull of her cigarette. Goes, well, if it wasn't obvious from the vice members taking up room in my bar, I have a feeling that the Zween has an idea that something's going on.
I see. Was there anything leading up before the Vice started showing up that gave you kind of inkling of something was amiss?
Hmm.
Any rumors or anything about your dwellers?
Goes, well, I lost a dweller a couple months ago. Goes, we've been operating in half capacity ever since. Probably one of the damn reasons why we're out of here, or why we're out on OPSEC.
Um, is it safe to say that you have a very good idea of people coming and going, who enters your bar or this fine establishment, and what they're about?
She points towards all the cameras, all the camera feeds that are in her room, and says, "Pretty good."
What do you know about the bond person that stopped me after I was done talking with Shield? If anything at all.
She says, "Bonda, hey," and she kind of thinks and goes. She'll kind of rewind one of her cameras and have this guy show this guy, kind of hassling you, and camera zooms in and shows him and goes, "Huh. Well." And she'll kind of rewind the footage, focusing on him. And it'll show that he's sitting there. And he's had the same drink in his hand for 3 hours. Just
Huh.
sitting there, kind of watching the bar. She says, "To be honest, I can't, kind of goes, to be honest, can't say that I had my eye on this guy, but he is acting somewhat fishy. You say he's Bonda?"
Yeah, he when Vera and I were leaving our discussion with Shield, he came up to me and I don't know if you like called the boss or not, but he came up was a big fan. He said he was a big fan, and he tripped a couple of alarm bells in my brain. Uh, so I was just wondering if you knew anything about them. But yes, what does one man sit there for 3 hours of one drink? It's
Some people
preposterous.
like to watch, but that doesn't seem to be his thing. Not at least casual watching. I'd argue ranked competitive watching.
Dude, she's a gamer!
Of course she's a gamer. She's fucking, yeah.
Do you know like
Um,
any runners or not runners, dwellers, or was your dweller like a small child-shaped person?
She kind of goes, "I think I'd remember if one of my dwellers was a small child-shaped person."
Have you ever seen one?
Goes, "Children, yes, I've seen them many places."
No, I net
But not
runners
here,
that
not
are
here, not here,
like
not here.
children.
Mhm. She goes, "I can't say
Or
I've
the
ever
size
met
of a child.
Kind of goes, not say, I can't say that I've ever seen apple, an apple dumpling hacker."
Oh, okay, okay. Huh.
could you roll back the footage? Let's say a couple days ago, see if that man is still if he's been coming in here regularly.
Sure. She rolls back the footage a day, same spot, same bar. Rolls back the footage another day, same spot, same bar. Rolls back the footage another day. You get the picture.
Is that on a loop?
Goes, "No, it's not." And she presses a button on her desk, and she goes, "Maxie." And Maxie comes into the room and goes, "Yeah?" Goes, "That one, right there. Bring him to me." And she goes, "You got it." And walks out.
Yes. Sorry.
Are we gonna burn them?
Hmm.
No, you
And
cannot burn Vonda. That is part of their initiation ritual.
What, becoming immune to burning?
Yeah, they pick up fire
you've-
immunity.
We start
Mhm.
with cigarette burns, slowly develop immunity.
But yeah, probably about the time Vera and Tariq get here, you guys see Maxie headlocking a guy and dragging him across
Oh, Jesus,
the dance floor.
Tariq just
hold
looks
on.
to Vera.
They don't.
That guy?
They don't. They don't fuck around. Sorry.
Oh,
I
but
don't get
when
it.
I do it, it's a problem.
But yeah, you guys make your way back with Maxie. I'm just gonna compound all of this to all of you getting here at the same point because it's convenient, right?
Oh wait.
And
we're all
you guys,
back in the same place now.
yes, yeah, you guys follow Maxie, who kind of nods at you guys as this guy's like, "Get the fucks off of me!"
That's why Tariq looked to Vera and went, that guy?
Yeah, him.
But
And
you
Tariq
guys,
will follow Maxie, if
Mhm.
allowed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Maxie nods at you guys as she's dragging him back. But yeah, you guys all make your way into Belladontrix's office, and this guy gets thrown on the floor, like tumbles into the room, as Maxie kind of walks in, like cracking her knuckles, being like, "This the one?" And she goes, "Yes, that's the one." And looks
Tariq's doing
over.
a similar thing, cracking his neck,
Yeah,
letting out his snake tongue.
So,
yeah.
what is Banda doing in this bar?
Goes, "I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just here to drink."
Oh, you do. Are you Bogdan? Is that your name?
Goes, "No, I'm Zarev." And but when you say Bogdan, his eyes kind of go wide.
Okay.
What's
Tell
he
me,
in for?
Goes, what do you mean?"
Conjurer. What was he
Yeah.
gambling on?
Goes, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And
Oh,
somebody give me a
Uh,
+4, talk strength roll.
I have an extra
Oh, could
D6 on
I
my
have
talk.
a...
Okay.
Oh, you got talk, though. You got more D6s than me.
And I have a +1. And it's a +4.
Yeah.
But while we do this, like, while you make the roll, Tariq would like to look to Belladontrix
Mm-hmm.
and be like, what do you think about liars?
Hmm.
A strength.
Liars get punished. And say what? Yes, strength.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh God, please don't fart me. They told me, go into the bar and just watch. Just watch. Tell them what I see. That's it.
What have you been telling them you've been seeing?
And he looks fucking terrified and he goes, I know that you rotate your security around the bar. I told them the security patterns around the bar."
Oh. So maybe it wasn't an inside job after all. Conjurer just gave them the information, is that right? Or did Conjurer come in and do it himself?
So I don't know. I don't know a conjurer.
I'd like Tariq to kneel down close to him
Yeah.
with, like, those cat eyes on his and say, I can hear your heartbeat, you know?
And it beats double fast from like
Yeah.
fucking.
But it, like, I can hear your heartbeat. I can hear the blood going through your jugular right now. I
He's
think you're
just
lying
like-
to me.
So, what's Bogdan gonna do when he finds out that not only did you get caught, but you told us what you know?
says, I don't know. I don't know. And he's just like he's like curled up at this point.
Come on, I'm not going to hurt you if you tell me what I want to know.
It's like, all I know is that I get instructions, and I get it from Bogdan, and I get them from the Value Mart. That's all I know.
Which Value Mart?
And he goes, he's going to,
Piss himself.
Give us an address.
yeah, he'll give you an address, and
When was their
let
last
me
drop?
say what?
When was your last drop? Like your last dead drop to get this info?
He says, well, I went there. He says, I went there 2 days ago. They wanted to make sure that the vices were still in the bar.
Oh.
Is that
Why?
it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, if you don't know and you're not useful to me anymore, what should I do with you? It seems like you're not willing to make yourself useful.
And it's like, I don't know what else I can tell you. They play cards in the back of the Value Mart. That's who I talked to. I'd never even met Bogdan. Please.
How many?
4.
What kind of gear?
They seem tough. Shotguns?
Are they expecting you anytime soon?
No.
Any secret knocks?
Says, there's a big metal door. It's in the back of the storeroom.
Belladontrix, I think we've gotten just about everything useful out of him.
Goes, good. She says,
I think
go
now's
ahead.
as good a time as any to fill you in on what we've uncovered.
And this guy's like, he's just like cowering, essentially.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not want to be here because you knowing what I'm about to say might mean that you're never walking out of here again?
And he's just like terrified. He doesn't even respond.
Damn it, I've got a conscience. Belladontrix, you got anywhere you could put him? Actually, remind me your name again. I'm so sorry.
You talking the bouncer?
No, the Bonda dude.
Oh, yeah. Zarev.
Zarev. Okay. Zarev, hun. Do you think you could keep our little conversation here a secret?
He's like, I'll never tell another soul.
Does his
Do you
heart beat any
really,
faster
really-
than it already was?
He is fluctuating. You can smell the fear on this guy.
Because I don't want
But it's
my
not
friend
necessarily like
here.
he's lying.
No. You guys, I will tell you as the GM, you have succeeded so well at this intimidate check. He will do whatever you tell him.
Yeah, I figured. Because
Yeah.
You're going to go to the fifth. You're going to go to the library on 5th Street. You will await for a
No.
package. Further details will be inside. Make it newsworthy.
God.
Okay. Because, you know, Zarev, I'm really not a bad girl. What I want you to do is I want you to go back out there. I want you to go and sit and pretend like none of this ever happened. Hell, is there a specific reason you wanted a photo with Rodion here?
I thought it seemed like you were involved in something. I thought I would get a bonus.
I see. Okay. Well, It's wrong. It's the wrong answer. It's not the answer I was looking for, Zareth. Like, absolutely not the right answer. But you're being truthful, and I admire that. But I think if you go out there and sit and play nice, there will be cameras watching you all night and all day. I think we'll get along just fine. And I just want you to know the day that stops working for you, um, well, we'll just let Tariq handle the rest.
And like, it's not even like a feline growl; it's that deep, rumbling, like alligator growl.
Hmm.
As 30 does that, I'll kind of lean in. I'll squat down next to him too, and I'll kind of whisper in his ear. And 30 can definitely hear it, maybe hear it too. But I'll be like, "And if you cross us, you will wish Fyodor got his hands on you."
And he'll kind of nod and just like shake his head. And Maxie will grab him by the scruff of the neck, pick him up, and go,
Wait,
"Looks like you got a new boss." Oh, go ahead.
yeah. As she does that, I mean, I'm gonna walk up. Oh, one last thing, and I'm gonna just start going through his pockets.
Yeah, he just looks surprised and bemused. You pull out a cell phone, a gelt stick with 30 gelt on it, and like fucking like a vape.
Oh, sweet! I need a new cell phone
Kill him, he vapes.
and insurance. And then he's gonna hold up the gelt stick and look at Max. He's like, "Dinner with me later."
Maxie goes,
Damn.
"On your life, buddy."
I'll try again. And then you turn and sit back down with all three things.
Oh, I love the moxie though. And Maxie goes, "Looks like you've got a new employer." And goes, "Go on, run along before I crush your head like a watermelon." He goes, "Okay," and like he fucking sprints out of the room.
There is that moment where, with his back turned as he starts to run, there's like that instinct for Tariq that's like, ooh, prey has turned around and is running away. And he has to stop himself. He's like, sorry, got a little wild there.
Oh, no, you're good. It sold it.
Maxie has turned around
Alright.
and walked away. I'm looking at something.
uh,
All
Brave-
right.
Actually,
brave
you say
man.
instinct took over, and I get that.
yeah.
Not that kind, dummy.
All right, Belladontrix. Before we go and play some poker, what we know so far, you're in trouble, and you've been in trouble for a couple of weeks, it seems like. I'm not entirely sure why Zween has decided that you're persona non grata, but it looks like she's just itching for an opportunity to kick you curbside. And it doesn't look like she expects you to go quiet. Am I off base here?
She kind of pauses for a moment and goes, the moment the Zween moved troops into my bar, I figured that there was something going on. If I had to guess,
your
they're
heir
just looking
apparent-
for a
Go ahead. Go ahead.
if I had to guess, I would assume that this is happening because I would have to assume this is happening because the Zween wants to have domain over all of the bars, and they're not happy with just having the majority shareholder.
Yeah, I probably get that. Your heir apparent is sitting downstairs, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I will let you know I did warn Spades because I like him, and if things go south, because let's be honest, there's not much you or I can do about it as individuals to fix the problem, I like him, and I just want him to be prepared for when they clean house.
She kind of goes, that won't be happening. Part of the reason
I
I want you
understand.
to. Part of the reason I
Go ahead.
want you to deal with this as loudly as you are, and I do expect it to be loud, is I want to show a
You
force, an understanding that I can handle my own bar.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that. But if everything doesn't go to plan, let's just say, well, let's just put it this way. Even if we do everything right, you and I both know there's no guarantee that it'll end well. Now,
Kinda
go ahead.
kinda nods.
Now, that being said, Shield did offer for us to negotiate with him for the information of who did it and whatnot. And I don't plan on taking that, but I do plan on humoring him to at least get him out of your hair for a minute.
Kind of goes, well, it would be nice to have that green bastard out of my bar.
It would only be a few hours, unfortunately, but it would give you time to do what you needed to do. Very,
Hmm.
very intentionally said.
Yeah, and she kind of clocks that and nods and goes, wise. I knew there was a reason that I thought you all were worth this job.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Now, as for your runner issue, and yes, I mean a runner issue, it looks like Conjurer got picked up by Bonda and has been wandering around Zeeburg forever. I'm guessing they either chromed him or he passed the information along to somebody and chromed them. That's what we're going to go find out at the poker game. But, worst comes to worst, we might be blowing up a new market. So, anyway. Yeah, they came in through an air vent, and well, with your Bonda friend out there clocking the rotation, it was fairly easy for them to time getting in, getting out. We're assuming he's got some sort of chrome to be able to handle it. Him or somebody else, like I said. Collapsible rib cage is, I think, what I was told is a thing now. Apparently, that sounds awful to me, but there it is. But yeah, Conjure skipped your club and is working for Bonda now. And that is probably who gave them that information. So, yeah, Bonda's got all of your, he's got all of that corpo information that they've been releasing. What
And
I
she
can't
kind of
tie. Go ahead.
she kind of breathes in and goes, great. So, if
Yeah.
Bonda has that information and we strike first, it's not exactly a declaration of war, but it is something. Zween's probably going to need
Yeah.
to know about this.
Oh, about that. So we took a look at how everything lined up, and yeah, your vices showed up the week before everything happened, but Shield showed up on the day, and I'm pretty sure it's not a coincidence. I'm sure he knew something was gonna happen, and they didn't tell you.
She kind of
So you can tell the Zween, that's fine. But just be prepared for. Be prepared.
she nods and says, well, I trust you all to handle this while I handle my business at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Just if everything goes bad, I hope to meet you at Tartarus if everything doesn't work out.
she kind of says, if everything works out, I hope to meet you at Tartarus, she says with a sly look on her face.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Turns to Chance. You spent 2 months locked up. You sure you're ready for a shootout?
Oh yeah, and I've got a new cell phone.
Clocks is like, look at that, he's got a new cell phone.
Hey, can you actually? You probably want to go through this, but then can you wipe it so I can use it?
Clocks is like, yeah, I'll take a look at what's in there.
Jesus. Let's take a look here.
But yeah,
I've got one.
Clocks.
Go
Say
ahead.
what?
I've got one frag grenade left. Gas
Clocks.
grenade.
Don't add even more heat because you used an
She
explosive.
said she can handle the
Literally,
heat.
Belladontra would. Yeah, literally, Belladontra said
Oh,
she'd handle it with.
sorry,
with
I
Velox.
Yeah.
force a habit.
No, you're.
No.
Where I'm
you're
like,
good.
please.
Look, I'm expecting us to go in there, murder everyone in the poker game, and then blow the building up. That's kind of what I'm planning in my head right now.
See here. Program intelligence. There you go,
Oh,
Clocks.
shit.
Finally. I think that's the second time he's actually rolled good on a program roll. I don't know what is wrong with him. He's got a +2, and he's rolling with another +1. Yeah, Clocks goes through it and he goes, well, the metadata says, well, it verifies his story. He's been going by this value mart up in Zeeburg, and staying at this bar here. And apparently he lives in, Waterfront. I wonder what would happen if his neighbors found out he's Bonda associated.
New apartment for us.
How does
My
Rodion
door doesn't work
react to
quite right.
that?
Yeah, how does Rodion react to that?
Not the big fan of Bonda. Always down to kill Bonda.
Hell
Damn,
yeah.
he's not even like, Bliet, I know what that feeling.
Hey, are you gonna get a visit from your brother after this?
There is a
Stop killing
very distinct
babies.
possibility.
Okay, just checking.
Your brother's
Especially
Bonda?
since I
Bonda's
offered,
good.
I accepted his gift earlier. It'll look
Oh,
bad on
that's
me
right.
if I go kill more Bonda, but it's a fucking Bonda. Who cares?
I love that. I'm a fan of that for you. But yeah, Belladontrix probably looks at you all and goes, well, I suppose that you probably have business to attend to.
Oh yeah, we gotta go blow up a building or set a building on fire. I haven't decided which yet.
Rack
Let's
shotgun.
Make sure that we're blowing up the right one that we need to make an
Oh,
example
yeah.
of.
Yeah, if there are 4 people in the pack with shotguns playing poker, we're in the right one.
Before we blow the one up where we find the rat or baby or collapsible lungs or whatever.
Collapsible rat lung, baby.
Dude!
There we go.
Yeah, what if it's actually just a gnome?
Yeah.
Just a silly little guy.
Fun fact, we actually switched to the oh, what's the fantasy cyberpunk?
Fantasy punk.
Thank you, Shadowrun. Yeah. We switched to Shadowrun actually, without you guys
Dude,
knowing.
it was gnomes the whole time, bro.
But yeah.
You can't trust the little scamps. They're gonna put pine cones in your shoes.
But yeah, so that leaves the question, what are you guys doing next?
Sounds like we're going to go have a Friday night firefight.
Yeah? Going to Value Mart?
Sounds like it.
So just to be like, let's have an out of character conversation real fast for just a minute. We can all agree that it's conjurer or someone related to conjurer that did it, right?
That's the thought, yeah. Unless somehow this is Cyber Baby adjacent.
Not today, please. But so we
Babies.
know Bonda's involved, and dealing with Bonda, we're all prepared to deal with the potential consequences, right?
Yep.
Bleh. I'll just like hang out a scare ruse. It's a AA sponsor.
Jesus. Okay. And then anything else we need to tie up before we leave? Anybody?
No, it seems
I
like
can't think of nothing.
Chance missed their shot.
Alrighty.
All right. And as you guys exit Club Fuck, I think that is an ideal place for us to call it for the evening.
And I'm just
am
like, let me get
very
my new number,
Steve.
and I'll get you guys back in a group chat so I can be a part of it.
Yeah.
So you can't lock yourself in your apartment anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, with that all being said, let's get to some sign-offs. We'll do XP next session, because you haven't finished the mission yet.
Yeah.
Everybody send in your player's choices as well. And let's do some sign-offs.
What up? It's your boy, Chief Alder here. Saw me playing Rodion Grigoriev in Napple 2.0. Fun things happening. I'm about to kick some Bonda ass, and that's always a fun time to be had by all. You will next catch me on the next game of this on the 27th. Saturdays now.
Yes,
Standard
we are
time.
switching. We are switching to Saturdays. That way we can still have Daniel.
You mean we're
Yay,
not going to run on
Daniel!
the 13th as well, and then on the 27th?
No.
So
I'm
complete.
ready to run on the 13th, but also I don't think we're gonna do that.
Damn.
Okay,
Say
right
that
on.
again, I'm sorry.
We're just talking about doing the game on the 27th. How we're switching
Gotcha.
to Satru days.
Works for me.
But yeah. All right. Who's next on sign-offs?
Sure.
Hi ho, friendolas. My name is Rowan, otherwise known as Night. Got me here today playing Tariq Budubara, who didn't have to kill anyone this session and got to like do some investigating and investigated real good. You can also catch me here every other Saturday in Lands of Lazarkin, where I play Arthur Tiller, who throws an axe that comes back. You can also catch me here on Wednesdays. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus, but when we get back, I will be playing Auron Wieldgrasp, who did nothing wrong.
Hell yeah. All
Yes,
right.
yes,
Who's
Well,
next?
let me give it the Magnus treatment. Auron did the best with the information that was available to him at the time.
Fair enough.
All right. Who's next?
It's your boy,
Yeah.
Sassy McNasty 69999999. I'm back. It's good to be back. I've been missing it so much. I'm missing all D&D. Unfortunately, Wednesdays is still a no-go. Until we move to another day. Nikame here, returning as Chance, the hobo with the shotgun. Didn't get to use a shotgun, but I'm about to. And yeah, just keep him out to my old ways. If they're dead, I don't want to touch their stuff. But he's still living for now, so I'm taking everything I can. I don't know what's going to happen to him afterwards.
How long until Chance gets a quick hack to force people to empty their pockets before they die?
Well, I have things. Yeah, and this is currently the only thing I'm in, so you can catch me on the flip side on the 27th. Yeet.
All right, that leads us to Cyrus.
Hi everybody, my name is Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me playing Vera, the I guess de facto head of this little band of misfits, who there for a moment felt like I was playing a character I haven't seen in a long time. But anyway, you can also catch me next Wednesday running Seafoam Bay. And yeah, we'll figure everything out from there. Excuse me. All right. That is me.
All right, Player's Choice Award goes to Rodian. Chief Waldo, give yourself 1 model cap. Excellent job. And that leaves it to me. Hello, everybody. My name is Mira Shades, also known as Mira Shades GM. Today, you caught me running Napple 2.0 hour, where the gang got to do a little bit of investigating, and the questions kept stacking up, and there were a few aha moments, but not all is clear yet. You can also catch me every other Saturday. Well, I'm gonna be on every Saturday now, so you can catch me on Saturdays on this channel, depending on what game is running. But every other Saturday is going to be Lands of Lazarkin, where we just got done with a raid, and we're on our way to the Grave of Ten for the Revengers, so that we can kill some undead and save a relic that should be in the hands of good guys, not bad guys. Other than that, you can catch me here, there, and everywhere. Various other places, depending on when and what and who and why and how. But yeah, that's going to be me. So from all of us here at Paradise Theater, let's go ahead and get an R.I.P. Zarev. He's not dead, but let's do it anyway.
R.I.P.
Long live my new, what's the word for it? Informant. That's right.